maybe now, maybe let's
complaining, don't we?
Why don't we talk to these guys and see what they've got to say?
Fucking,
yeah, exactly.
Warlocks getting buffed. They're going to
No
need
way, read
nerfing
chat,
again
bro. I
in
read
phase
chat all the
2.
time. I try to read chat even like on kick and everything. You know, like credibility to rationality of religious people.
I think that
most people that are radicals, you will have radicals willing to die for a cause. But after radicals see other radicals dying for a cause,
this is not.
They're less likely to do it. And it becomes less likely the more definitive the outcome is.
And then it's like, cool, I'm done. Like,
very, very fast it happens.
On Classic Plus. It's not. This is like an every phase thing.
Actually, you can work with Israel right now?
Yeah. 4 weeks of every phase, I would expect class balancing. And we will get it. I expect it, and I
when you're bombing the Taliban, can't beat them.
We'll get it.
How about brave Israeli soldiers that would literally die in defense of a country that's surrounded by enemies?
Concern is about. You've got to really.
Again, well, number one, they're forcefully conscripted into combat. Like you have to be in the Israeli military if you are an Israeli citizen. So that's number one. Number two is that yes, that's true, but like it's not like IDF soldiers are getting killed left and right constantly. Like it's not like they have like
so Throne of Thunder's on the horizon.
If being an IDF soldier meant that you had an 80% chance of being killed, I think that would very much change the way that people would view the IDF and join the IDF.
But let's say the next seasonal server is in development, and all the developers that have been putting
Pete's Pentagon meter is high tonight. Yeah, I bet it is. Doesn't have to do combat rolls. Yeah.
Balances in this space.
And threat destruction is not the same as imminent destruction. Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's clearly what's happening is that a lot of people, and this is what I've said, is that I think that Iran is going to probably they'll fight back a little bit, obviously, but like after you see leader after leader after leader continue like. Whenever the snake regrows its head over and over and they just keep cutting it off, eventually somebody gets to that head and they don't want to get snipped, right? They don't want to get cut off. And I think eventually you are going to effectively run out of people that are like that because they're going to be afraid. The Supreme Leader of Iran just posted on X. Did he really?
It's normally a negative term, but I don't mean it negatively. I mean...
Where is it?
They've started, they have to
see if I can refresh this.
Iran
has launched another. That's a while ago. Israel was just bombed by their own interceptor missile. Seems like nothing really happened there.
But we could end up, that's what Stark's concerned about. We end up in a position where in 6 months when we need them to start looking at classes, they're busy doing something else.
I'm not really seeing the...
So, I mean, again, overall,
I'm not seeing this anywhere here.
Hyped, but they
check the Iran page. Yeah, okay.
They need to carry on until,
okay, maybe this one here. I mean, this is a fan page. Keep in mind.
2 weeks after seeing Rogarov.
Chief of Iran staff. So far, we conducted the operations to limit the attacking capability of the regime, and the punitive operations will begin soon.
Like the expansion, not done for us.
Oh man.
It's still in full swing, and they're like hands off now and can be working.
For sure, guys. For sure. Wake up. Yeah, chill out.
The hell is that?
And Stream Sniper Civic. Well, we'll see what happens, right? We're just waiting to see.
What is it?
And chat's still behind. Refresh stream. No, it's okay. Oh, this is this one behind. Let me actually do that. Maybe I do. Let me see if I can unlock. Okay, there. I think that's better. But yeah, I'm not sure where that guy is. Let me see if I can pull up his page and I'll see what he typed. Because I always forget how to fucking type his name. So yeah, here we go. Okay, what did he say?
This year.
Wait, he hasn't said anything.
All these Classic Plus hype boys are sort of fixating on the fact
the last time he said anything was yesterday.
2026.
He's been pretty quiet.
I think we'll get an announcement.
Maddox, I was right.
Not that one?
I knew it was you.
Which one?
You finally came back for me.
I mean, what do you mean, not that one?
Kala!
You never said your friend was an android.
What? You think I'd leave a human out here on a rock
fucking Joe Biden and the election being stolen from Trump. I'm not worried about that.
The humans I was telling you about.
He'll cast a miracle and
You
win.
ever encountered an
Definitely.
alien like this before?
100%.
All sorts
He's
of
been captured by the IDF.
No, this is a new one to me.
That's interesting.
Well, keep your side on your
if that's
I
gonna
don't want any
happen.
nasty surprises.
Please allow me to introduce
sending all
Kala,
this military
my
aid to
friend.
Russia. It was the perfect time to strike. They had given everything to Russia, thinking that they would save them.
Where are you from?
And then Putin just calls Trump.
I still think
They have a 2-hour phone call.
Main thing is, you're not a damn
Jeez, yeah, guys. Man,
Kala
I
is
gotta,
of no
I don't know
alien
about
species on
this.
file. Although it has been some time
Yeah,
since
probably
I
not
last
gonna
met,
happen.
she has never even heard of the Okar, which is
Yeah,
unusual
another
considering the
robot? I don't know
ongoing
yet.
war.
Oh, yeah, about that Eduardo.
Steve
Okar
Ram
war
just
ended
stated on
15
YouTube
years
the US
back.
deployed
Truce,
bombers.
But we still ain't seeing eye to
in
eye.
my opinion.
Oh, and Dax is dead too.
Oh, this I will need to process.
Sounds like he's reading a donator.
Thanks, Lisa Suds. Yeah, Lisa Suds
the
said the
MMO
Jerusalem
genre
cam had a
in
few
general
interceptions.
Is nowhere near as big.
Maybe
as
if I
it
get a
used to be.
chance, I'll go peek at
I
that.
must
didn't see
admit,
that
I
one.
was beginning to consider
I saw
the chances
some
of seeing you again
Thank
as
you,
very
Lisa.
Can you
slim.
check the
Of course I
Pentagon
was coming
Pizza
back.
Indicator? Not right now.
But, I didn't think
Thank
you
Trump
would
and
do
Netanyahu
so.
just got off the
Really
phone.
Jump asteroid.
Oh boy.
Don't you have an inbuilt gaming routine to keep yourself
What do you think will happen if
occupied?
Israel
more
I
kills
was
the
than
brought
gray-haired
out of
supreme
sleep
leader?
mode by a
I think
local
it would be
distress
bad.
signal. The signal was, however, one I could not
I'm not an
interpret
advocate
and
of
matched
killing the
nothing in my
supreme leader.
database.
I think it's
simply
better
had
to-
decipher it.
The best case scenario is for the supreme leader
I had
to
to jump several
acknowledge that his
asteroids
rule
to
is over,
triangulate the source of the
and
signal.
for them
I
to
have been
basically,
transmitting from
this is the
I
reason
was
why.
here for a long time.
Killing him makes him a martyr.
You'll have to say your goodbyes.
And
Eduardo.
ultimately,
We don't
a
have
lot
room
of
for
Iranians will see
hitchhikers.
this. No.
Well,
Like, just listen to what I'm saying
It has
here.
been lovely meeting you.
A lot of
Whatever
Iranians
you
will
are,
see,
but, we're here
you know,
just for my pal Eduardo. and
Israel
we are
or
individual
America
so we'll
killing
leave you
their
and be
leader
on our way.
I'm
as
afraid you
a foreign
misunderstand
country killing their
matters.
leader.
Kala and I
Even
have
if he's a
become
bad
quite
leader,
close
they're
in
still
our
going
time
to see it
together.
as a attack on their country. The
Enough
best
chit-chat.
possible
Gather your
outcome
things and let's get
is for
going,
them to
Eduardo.
capture
We got
him,
work to do.
compromise him, make him surrender publicly,
Two of us
and then
or none.
exile him to another country.
think
He's
so.
80 fucking 6. Just let him sit out in fucking Russia, and he'll be dead in a few years anyway. Who gives a fuck? And that is the
You wanna bring
cleanest
an
option.
unknown alien
He's
species
not a
onto the
martyr.
base?
He
It could be a
peacefully
disease for all we know. It
transitions
could
power.
compromise the whole operation.
There's
I
no
can assure
sort
you,
of
she carries no danger.
force
She tried
thing
to
like
kill
that.
us.
Yeah,
You
that's the
strangers
best
with guns.
option.
Would
That's
you
a
have done
fantasy.
any different?
Damn it, Adam, how many more friendlies are you gonna drag into this? This is my score. I've waited too
What?
long for it
What
to
do you
come
mean?
around. You're only here because Dex is dead. I'm done
How's that a
sharing.
fantasy?
I only need to return home.
We're
It
not
won't
leaving
happen.
her here to
Well,
die,
they did
Maddox.
that with Japan. That's what they just said.
Your
They had
choice,
the
your
emperor was like, all right, well, that's it. It's over.
It's okay.
Some of us are going to be
Help you
playing
find your way
60th
home.
anniversary.
Yeah, it's a best way scenario. Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly.
Insane.
He'll suicide before surrendering?
I'm right on that hill with you, mate.
We'll see what happens. These are
Okay,
not
it was.
rational people. I guess not.
That is
Well,
a taste
I think that
of what
people
to expect.
people
I think
become
you're
rational very
absolutely
quickly
right. The
the
way the
moment that
classes
their
work.
life is actually in danger.
That's what
And me
Classic
find my
Plus
way
would
home.
be.
Okay, Carla.
You know, the more, this little bit more complex rotations, more fleshed out classes, class balance.
If they kill some leaders, other countries will look into that and say, oh wow, that's how far we've come.
Classic Plus
Like the whole world PvP thing.
will be, you know, as in, yeah, you say it. Sod
Emperor
was
wasn't
Classic
hated by
Plus.
most of the
So
population.
yeah, if they do a
Well,
Classic
either
Plus
way,
that they
like
raise
the
to
outcome that I
Classic
said
Plus,
is the best
it's very
possible outcome.
similar to Sod.
Her or anybody else engaged in
I
membership?
agree 100%.
Diplomatic communities
but
a thing.
anyway,
You never kill the
what
leaders of
server are we on?
countries because it just gets the base more angry. I mean, maybe, right?
Does this mean USA involvement is inevitable?
Is Dream Cipher server?
Problem with surrendering after you use weapons to destruction referred to is that times have changed. When U.S. dropped the atomic bomb on Japan, they knew Japan had nothing like that to respond. Now everyone's afraid to use those weapons because there's so many more parties that could use them.
Yeah, that's
Well,
where
we're
I
not
am.
going to use the
I'm
nuclear.
there.
There's not going to be a nuclear weapon used.
Obviously, I'm not
here.
really doing
Like
anything.
America isn't going to use a nuclear bomb, or at least not in the way that like. I mean, I've heard that some of the bunker busters have like nuclear capabilities, but like they're not going to drop a bomb like Hiroshima or Nagasaki. That's not going to happen.
I'm just gonna. I've got a paladin on there that I've got.
Do you think Israel should ever take over Iran and call it East Israel? No. No, they can't even take over Palestine.
Interesting thought from Andrew.
That's not even going to happen.
60. Some
Thanks
60
to real
pretty much, and then
out
70 in.
Yeah, like I mean, they can't even do that.
Sorry, I'm behind
No.
by
I'm not. But I've joined a guild. Like I've got a group that I'm going to be playing with straight away. Turtle Wow is Classic Plus. Turtle Wow is
More missiles? I don't think so, man.
what Classic Plus is to 1.0.
I'll go ahead and I'll pull up some of these other things.
Mr. Ray Romantic.
President Donald Trump is really Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have spoken on the phone, and he guesses what it's about. Probably ice cream.
Thank you. Clint.
Yep, it's probably ice cream, I would assume.
fucking hate vanilla and that
Let's
shit
see. What are the other ones?
A bunch of viewers like Clint have claimed that state
That
media in
trailer,
Iran said there's going to be
man,
some big surprise.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't seen it
Oh, jeez.
myself personally, but my reaction is at this
exactly
point,
what Blizzard need to
any
do.
big
Like, if
claim
they want
of an
to
attack by
cater to
Iran,
the
Bullshit.
old school
It's false.
1.0,
Exactly. Bullshit. Totally.
Given all of the claims they've
3 bullshit claims in a row.
about big things are going to do with Stonehenge. So, I don't know, but any of those, I'm going to assume based on past performance, just,
The disadvantage of being such an old model, however,
Next wave estimate in 1 hour window is in 30 minutes. We'll see what happens.
I can't guarantee.
I was deemed a risk factor to the mission.
I'm just saying,
So Dax
that's been my
had
experience
no
the
other
last few
option
days.
but to keep me hidden for safekeeping.
Thank you, BBG.
It was for his own good. And while we were at it, we had him encrypt
Make this is Mother of all bombs says the power of 10,000 tons of TNT. Hiroshima was 15,000 and you need multiple MOBs to take up the fort outside. Well, then they're going to use it.
File page
I mean, the nuclear bombs that we have now, like the nuclear fallout is not the same as it was. It's a totally different type of bomb, my understanding of it is. So like the same type of issues that happened at Chernobyl or that were an outcome of, for example, you know, the nuclear bombs in Japan. This is that is a thing of the past. I mean, not to a degree, right? I mean, not 100%, but like to a degree, it is. Airs will be leveled again within 3 to 6 months for most U.S. bombs. Yeah, maybe, right? I don't know. You bomb a faraway mountain, not a direct city. Yeah, and that's also true. Like, they're not going to be bombing. They're not going to be bombing some kind of like fucking. They're not going to bomb Tehran. I mean, I'm assuming like that would be insane if they bombed Tehran. I don't think anybody wants that to happen. Israel's missile interceptor malfunctions and strikes Israeli. That's a home roll, isn't it? Damn. Can't have them all. That's the way it is. And Israel has a right to defend itself, clearly. And yeah, there it is. Iran says it targeted Israeli military bases with missiles and warns the attacks will continue. Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. And Trump is going to deliver the major address. That's what we're really waiting on, guys. We're waiting to see if Trump is going to do this or not. Like, I don't know where this is. What's your opinion on Alex Jones? He just went nuts. I don't know what he's saying. What's he saying?
In the situation in Ukraine, what they did in Russia, and the situation of what Israel is right now doing to the mullahs, as bad as they are and as evil.
All right, and Tucker Carlson against it. And Joe Rogan.
What I need to do is
Who knows, right? I mean, I'm not even sure what he's getting into. Yeah, I have no idea. The old school 100% will still exist in our armor to use. Oh, the older nuclear bombs? Yeah, definitely. Do you think the current state of the world is worse than the current state of MMORPGs? I mean, that's hard to say. It depends on Chrono Odyssey's coming out in 3 days. The beta is, and so I'm excited. Hopefully, I'll be able to play it and you know, get into it. Alex isn't taking a firm position yet. Well, I don't think you can really know what's going to happen, right? I mean, like, it's impossible to know that. And I think also, like, there's just so much, as I said, like, there's so much fatigue from, like, false flags, bullshit wars, stuff like that, that I think a lot of people are just, like, kind of completely fucking tired of any kind of war or anything like that. And that's what's happening a lot.
from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Rutful's WoW account got banned again? Yeah, who knows why. I mean, it could have probably been a mistake. I mean, it probably wasn't a mistake. That's what I would assume. More than anything, that's what would happen. Let's see if I can find any more of this. Fatigue of historical events. Why do you think they're not going to go to Tehran? They bombed Baghdad to ashes?
As in, like, 2 days ago or something. Well,
Because...
Look, he's done it 3 days. Watching the trailer live, it was 3 days ago.
Why do you think so?
Yeah, maybe
I think it just it doesn't serve their interests.
Yeah, it's not playing.
Why would they do that? Like, what's the why would they do that at all? It's bad optics.
Do you reckon Blizzard are going on?
Yeah, this is what we saw earlier. Little do overlook, Trump kept peace in his first term by launching over 120 cruise missiles. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now, but we're just waiting to see how things evolve. Right now, I'm kind of waiting to see when they're gonna have that Trump speech. That's my main thing for right now. Why did Trump tell him to evacuate? Has he hit Iran yet? No, he hasn't. There's been no update at all about this. Let's see how's this doing. It still hasn't changed a whole lot. Yep, right now it's a 29% chance that Kalamani is out as the supreme leader. Peace through strength? I mean, we'll see what happens. I think that's definitely true, right? I mean, obviously that's true. No reliable source confirmed there'll be a Trump speech? Well, we'll see what happens, right? I mean, I would assume that there is going to be. I mean, I'd be shocked, honestly, if there wasn't. So we'll have to find out. Navy assets in Bahrain have put to sea. Trump has asked national. Oh, this is a while ago. Never mind. Let me see if I can pull up a few more of the newer ones. Yeah, no, apparently this is older. Iranian ballistic missiles in the sky.
Yeah, we Gucci. We near that? While I go make
This
a
is
drink.
new. Did you see Anonymous posted? No, I didn't see that at all. A few minutes ago, the battle begins, says Iran's supreme leader, and is his first statement since Trump's threat to assassinate him. He said that on Twitter? I didn't see that at all. Yeah, I mean, I yeah, I'm not seeing any posts about that or anything else. I don't know where you're coming from. You on the wrong Twitter? I mean, this is his official Twitter, right? I mean, is there another one that I should be looking for? Yeah, I don't know. The anonymous post is complete fake. I didn't bother watching it. Yeah, I saw that like people are talking about like the Samsung option leak or something like that, and that was the same thing too. He's might be on Blue Sky. Yeah, I don't know about that one. He posted on Telegram. Well, I'd have to wait to see it myself. And if he did, then it'll be reposted somewhere soon. Let me go back. I'll pull a few more of these up here too. See if there's anything else that's happened. Okay. What's the Samsung option? Israel nuking things as like a last resort. Basically, it's kind of like the the Israel version of like the Russia's dead hand. Like that's basically what it is. Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah, exactly. Not really super complex, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's no new information about this right now. What's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is that Iran detonates a nuclear bomb. Like that they do have a nuclear bomb or they have some sort of nuclear detonation and they do it as a last resort, as like a fuck you. Like that's basically what then? Well then you just deal with it, right? I mean like obviously. I mean, or a chemical attack. They don't have it. Yeah, but like I'm thinking like theoretically that would be the worst option. And I don't know like I mean I'm not what I don't know fucking I don't know about nuclear science, right? I'm not like can they blow up the uranium that they have even though it's not fully enriched? I have no idea. I don't know the answer to these questions. So maybe they could, maybe not. I have no idea.
Just starting to get my whiskey.
Who knows? Is my thoughts exactly? Yeah, I think people are just waiting to find out right now, and that's it. So society starts and ends with religion? Well, fuck. Yeah, always has been.
Hold on a second. Hold on a moment.
What is this?
But this is what people want. Not people as in me.
There's something going on?
1.12 million. This is the shit that made it.
Dirty bombs, yes. Nuclear, but not deadly? Yeah, sure. physicist? No, I'm not. No, they cannot make a bomb with a critical mass of enriched uranium, but they can make dirty bombs. Yeah, I don't know what the difference in the capacity of that is.
No alert for a launch.
Well, no surprise there. I mean, I would expect that.
There are no missiles.
Yep. Yeah, it seems pretty obvious. If they did that, then all Arabs would become like slaves. I don't know about that.
Posted that they saw some launches on cam, and then they deleted their account. And some of our viewers are saying, "Oh, I saw some launches on
You'd
cam."
hate it anyway, Chunk. Even
Well,
if you
I don't
weren't
see
joking, you'd hate it.
if
But
you're
at the same
seeing
time,
the
I'd love to
launches,
play it again so I can sit here and get
then
pissed.
it seems like you should message the Israeli government about it, because they haven't put an alert out
Yeah,
yet.
they don't know about
So
exactly.
they're going to
Yeah.
want to get a hold of those cams you're looking at.
Yeah, send it to the government. Stop sending it to me. Yeah, good one.
I think they're a very, very, very loud minority.
Yeah, it seems like there's nothing
Honestly,
else
I
that
really
we're really waiting for. I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here. They deleted their account. Well, I mean, if it's an Iranian account, I mean, the thing is that they shut down the internet over there to an extent, right? So if they shut down the internet and all that stuff happened, then yeah, you're going to have a lot of them that like they don't want to post anything. They don't want to have anything to do with it at all. And so that's kind of what I'm expecting to see happen. So dirty bombs are used normal explosions. It's just radioactive. What's interesting about this war is that you follow it so closely for 3 days now. Well, I mean, the reason why is that, the reason why I've covered it a lot is because obviously it's like a fucking massive thing. And I think it's like world news, honestly. And a lot of people like watching it too. Like that's another reason. Obviously it's very popular. And so you put all those things together. And another reason why this is going to be kind of like a bias, like ego reason, is because I think that most people cover these topics and they don't explain them in a way that's authentic. Like for example, like why can Israel have a bomb and not Iran? Like I think that I'm giving the answer to these questions that is accurate, even though it might not be what people want to hear. And so because of that, I kind of feel like I'm obligated in some cases, not obligated, I think that's a little bit too much, but like I find myself more willing to talk about these issues because of that reason. Because I feel like this is something that like I've, you know, what is this here? Breaking, this is breaking news. I'm about to be breaking news. This is all later stuff. And this is, yeah, the internet's down in most of Iran. Iran's National Security Command says Israel has launched a massive cyber war. What was Iran's surprise? I mean, the U.S. is moving more fighter jets in the Middle East overnight. Oh, this is more of these little drones here. These look like paper planes. Bop. Damn. Ooh. Was an accurate answer to the question. They have illegal nuclear weapons according to international law. Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to say. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like if they're talking about using nuclear bombs and even using any language about it, the best thing to do would be to shut them down. Like, however you can, just shut them down.
That to me is not classic plus.
Because I feel like that's like that is the big worry. There's more missile alerts. Oh my God, really? Let me see if I pull it up again. No. Oh. Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
IDF reports recent
to do what you missed, but if it
missile launches from Iran targeting Israel. Oh my God. They doing it again. Jesus.
You know, like
they can't stop.
Let me tell you is what I want.
Buying illegal weapons is a probable solution. Maybe, I don't know. Tel Aviv is striked right now on YouTube. No, you're looking at something that's out of date. So it does look like it's happening, but just not quite yet.
And ultimately, from my sub, what I would love to see.
Just took off from Israelis. 4 U.S. refueling planes and 4 fighter jets just took off from Israel's Ben Gurion airport.
For mop and retail and all of that, like if it was a proper classic. Absolutely fine. Because I would want them to do starting from vanilla,
Who knows?
bringing the whole thing up to date. You know,
Is Iran stupid? They've lost and these launches aren't hitting anything?
Know where every quest is. You
Isn't
know,
it crazy we're watching a war live? Yeah, I've been saying this a lot. I mean, this is, and also,
you know,
like, it's
the
kind of
same
weird.
zones,
It's weird to me that,
everything is different.
like, it is kind of odd that, like, a lot of people will tune in and, like, watch my coverage and, like, all the stuff that I do about this stuff. It is very kind of odd to me that this is the position we're in now, right? We're like, we have all these people watching this shit, being involved with it, paying attention to what I'm saying, etc. But I think the reason why is actually very simple. It's just simply because I'm talking about this stuff and covering it in the way that I think people agree with, right? And that's it.
Necessarily.
It looks like there's no sirens yet, and I'll refresh this again. But let's see if there's any more of these. It's more of them. Yeah, and also I try to be. I mean, I'm very.
You know what I mean? Because like then the obvious.
I think that this is a thing where. Yeah, here we go. Alerts are now expected in some area as well. Yeah, see, they're shooting more missiles right now.
The script up from there. Get Classic Plus out and.
Truth is much more primal. It's entertaining. Yeah, definitely. You've got a modern way of gathering information. Well, I try to gather and get information in the best way and the most efficient way possible, right? Why don't you get a credible person from the Iranian perspective, like on Professor Marani, and someone from Israeli's perspective? It'd be really extremely interesting. Well, I mean, if you want me to be totally honest, because I don't care about either of their perspectives, I only care about the American perspective. I'm an American. I want this to happen in America's best interest. What's in Israel's best interest is not necessarily America's best interest. What's in Iran's best interest is not necessarily America's best interest. Even though I think in this circumstance it is. Like I'm an American. Like I don't give a shit. Like what their perspective is. That's whatever, right? It's on Twitter. Kelmani tweeted 30 minutes ago. You're considered one of the same people on Twitch, in my honest opinion. Well, the reason why is that so far more people enjoy your approach to keeping objective. Yeah, and also, like, I mean, it's very clear that this is an echo chamber. Well, I think that to a degree, I mean, well, what do you expect? What do you expect? I mean, and also, by the way, you know what? You're getting banned. Now, you know what? You're right. It is an echo chamber. You're banned. Okay, let's see here. And we'll see if there are any more of these that happen. It's another 10 to 15 minute one. I guess we can pretty much expect this. Oh, wow. 77 alerts right here. So there's a whole lot of them there. And it's a streamer chat, not a university? Yeah, I guess so.
Professions and things.
What's the point to shoot rockets if you know 99% will be intercepted? I think it makes what do you call it? Iran look really bad. Whenever they're shooting off all of these rockets and doing everything here, and just like nothing's really going. At least that's what I think.
You know, I'd be happy for it to just be an alternate timeline where everything.
Why can't Iran have a nuke that other countries can? Most of us want to understand, but don't. Okay, I'll explain it to you. A lot of people aren't getting this. You're a young guy.
You know, when everyone
what country do you think can have a nuke?
We're trying to find a different.
What country, from your perspective, do you think can have a nuke?
So they went by boat, and instead they went by boat, and then ended up.
Sirens?
On some new continent that we've never seen before.
We're gonna have to put that on ice. Okay, here we go.
Like that to me would be Classic Plus.
Let's see what this person's saying real quick. United States? Well, because we can. I guarantee you if China and Russia could push a button and take away our nukes, they would.
Right, seriously.
We'd do the same thing to them.
Thanks, Mel. Love you, Mel. Let's say Classic Plus has been out for...
Another one. Another one.
Let's say Classic Plus has been out for 5
Here we go.
years.
A lot of alerts. Over 70 alerts.
You've been stuck in Kalimdor and, you know...
Okay, I think I'm seeing a missile there. Looks like a missile.
Raid. They've done a Scarlet Monastery raid. You've got...
Damn. Oh,
missiles
shit.
going up.
Maybe they've done some stuff.
Missiles going up.
You know,
yep, you see him? Oh my god.
I'm going to get out of the way now.
You've done Hydra again or something. You know,
Or interceptors going up.
Maybe Silifus got a bit of an overhaul because it's just a shit zone anyway. Maybe they introduced Gilneas, Isla Keldanas, Ghostlands, all of that, you know, so where do they go next? If it's not...
Nope.
Well,
Some
okay.
more interceptions, it looks like.
Oh shit!
Interceptors going
Bro,
up.
it's coming down. Oh no, that one's fizzling out. Man.
Syphilis is one of the best zones ever.
A lot of interceptors.
Are they hypersonic?
Another incoming GLP general broadcast.
If they are.
It announces that outlaw forces have yet again gained strength in the Ceto and Union systems.
Pretty badass. Yeah, it is.
I was under the impression that you
I mean, if you're Iran right now, I would be like, I'd be watching it.
It's such
Fuck, man.
Seems like maybe
Yeah.
less big than the last one.
Oh, come on.
Maybe a less big of a barrage.
We didn't even get one? All right, send another 5.
You know, it's like, what do you think classic?
I'm seeing some alerts for north
It's
of
sad.
Jerusalem.
It's a
I'll
joke.
keep an eye on the Jerusalem camera too.
Because that's what Blizzard.
Yeah, let's see if there's any more over here. It looks like there's no
I'm
footage
looking
on
at the
any of these
Jerusalem camera.
cameras either.
I'm not seeing anything on the
$20 million down the drain.
But I'm not seeing
Yep.
anything on the Jerusalem camera. Maybe we're hearing booms on one of the cameras. Maybe it's the Jerusalem camera.
Iran does not have
'Cause I have
hypersonics.
the audio on from the different cameras.
Why wouldn't
I'm
Iran
not
fill the missiles
seeing
with
anything.
thermite or white phosphorus so they drop flames if shot down? Are they really that dumb? I have no idea.
It's the re-release of an old expansion with a little bit more.
And I think also another big reason why is because
Certainly that seems like more than, say,
even if they drop a fire on the ground, so war crime.
Then that means classic.
I mean, they're making nuclear bombs. I don't think. I mean, do you really think they care about war crimes?
sources. Israel and Syria.
Let's see, probably not. I don't think so. Why? Yeah. The price of one GI interceptor is $110 million. I mean, they can't make it. It's pretty expensive, man. Yeah, what the fuck?
None of it matters.
They can't do it any better than that? Seems like total bullshit. What is this here? Incoming reports of Iranian military officers seeking contact with Crown Prince.
News the security cabinet, who I follow in Israel, says about 10 launches were detected. About 10, they're saying. Again, around 10 missiles.
See, I told you they roached out on this, right? I mean, this is it. Incoming reports of Iranian military officers seeking contact with the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to declare their intent to defect. They also want to pledge their allegiance to His Majesty and his mission to lead the transition to democracy in Iran after the regime's fall. I told you this shit was going to happen. See, all these guys, it's all a bunch of bravado. Oh, wow, we're going to fight to the last man until all the other last men in front of you die, and you're the last man, and you're like, you know what?
I think they're amazing. And, you know,
Yeah, no, so what are you thinking?
of meaningfulness when
Yeah,
it
I mean,
comes to
it's crazy, huh? Yeah, war mode off, exactly. Sounds like propaganda, to be honest. Oh, really? You actually think that's not happening? You gotta be out of your mind. Of course it's happening.
Thank you. Much love. Thank you, mate.
It's absolutely not about the risk of them dying. It's the assurance that the cause will be gone as well. So their death would mean nothing.
Taking ages, so not being killed.
Yeah, there's that too. I have a family. I have someone to drink Dr. Pepper. Yeah, exactly. Why isn't Israel fighting back?
Roy Case says
Because they're
around the
waiting.
same time there has been new explosions in Tehran and some anti.
Like serious Star Wars Galaxy.
Roy Case says some new explosions in Tehran and also some anti-aircraft missile fires in Iran. In Tehran. Give me about 10 seconds. Hold on.
Let me look at this. So this is even the Saudi prince. What's he saying?
Iran is not a rival to Saudi Arabia. Its army is not among the top 5 armies in the Muslim world. The Saudi economy is larger than the Iranian economy. Iran is far from being equal to Saudi Arabia.
But I've seen that you called the Ayatollah Khamenei the new Hitler of the Middle East.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Because he wants to expand. He wants to create his own project in the Middle East, very much like Hitler, who wanted to expand at the time. Many countries around the world and in Europe did not realize how dangerous Hitler was until what happened happened. I don't want to see the same events happen.
Does Saudi Arabia need nuclear weapons to counter Iran?
Saudi Arabia does not want to acquire any nuclear bombs, but without a doubt, if Iran develops a nuclear bomb,
Saudi Arabia
follow
will
suit as soon as possible.
Of course, they have to.
I find it very difficult to say no to that.
Man.
No matter what I was playing at the time.
Oh, man. The guy's 100% right. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he's roaching out on him as well. I mean, this is kind of what I expected to have happen. And this is, as I said, breaking the UAE says that this country stands in solidarity with Iran and its people during these difficult times. Bro, thoughts and prayers. We're sending our thoughts and prayers. Everyone's on there. Yeah, guys, yeah, really, man, that sucks that this is happening to you. That's awful. Ah, jeez. Yeah, can we get a like? One like for one prayer? Wow. Oh, man. Telepathy support. I hate when they say that. Notice how he says he's Hitler and wants to expand and not that bullshit about the American Nazis. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, that's clearly what the big difference is. And yeah. See if there's any more of these things that happen. And I don't know if there's any more information of like the things that happened in the bombing in Tehran either. I'll pull this up. Bombs also getting sent to Iran. This is... Holy fuck. This comes from an explosion in Tehran on June 15th. Wait, this is a couple of days ago? Wait, what the fuck? Is this real? There's no way. This has got to be fake, right? This has to be fucking fake. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. I don't believe it. Explosion over Tehran this morning. I just, you know what's really funny? Like, I don't even know. Like, it's so ironic because, like, there's just no clue whatsoever. Yeah, all this stuff could be fake or it could be real. It's impossible to have any idea. It's AI. Man, this one looks like it's kind of real, right? There was an explosion in China, the first one. It was an accident in the harbor. Really? Was it supposed to explode a while ago? Yeah, I don't remember seeing that. This war appears entirely one-sided. Yeah, I mean, this is... It's embarrassing for them. Did you see the photos of the F-35 they shot down? No, I'll look that up. Let me see if I can find it. Iran. So, let's see if I find it. Wow, I can't believe Iran shut down this F-35. Is this real?
Where does it go?
Wait. Oh shit, is this the one too? Oh my god. Wow. So it looks like they did shoot them down. Oh man. Iran releases a photo of the downed Israeli F-35. Oh guys. Guys, it looks like they actually did it. Oh, that's nuts. Wow. So are they shooting any more of these or not? Let's see if I can pull it up. Look it up. Do you think Israel is secretly making nukes? I don't know. Maybe not. I have no idea. And so initial estimates suggest around 10 missiles were launched in the latest barrage. At this time, the hotline has received no reports of injuries. So it just didn't do anything. Man.
As to what do they do and where do they go?
What? They didn't even get a phone call.
It's eventually got to revolve. Otherwise,
I would be embarrassed. Apparently it got shot down by their glorious leaders with a slingshot and a pebble. Yeah, for sure, man. Just like David and Goliath. Do you think Iran is going to get so mad they just launch a nuke? I don't think they have one, honestly. I wouldn't expect to see that happen. I mean, maybe it would happen. I wouldn't expect it. That's not what I would plan on. I think that they would have done it at this point if they could have. Iranian leader says the battle begins. where did he say that? Let me pull this up and see if I can find it. Yeah, where did he say that he's doing it? What platform? Because I looked at it before on Blue Sky. I don't know about that. I feel like probably not Blue Sky. Yeah, message it. Yeah, message it to one of the mods or something like that. Because if he's on Twitter saying this, I'm not seeing it. Then I don't know what really to look for. So it looks like there's no new updates about this. It's another round of missiles that just did fucking nothing. Man, President Trump says now we have to leave. Oh, this is already saw before. It's awfully quiet right now.
If you get out of the starting zone or you complete the starting zone, you're gonna get a mount.
Bro, the coping for this. Look at, dude. This AI video.
Where they kind of think, oh well, that's it. You know, a classic. We might do one.
Come on. Come on, guys.
You know, it might be the where it's like.
Wait.
Give me up with the characters.
Wait, is this Israel?
I do feel like there will.
Oh my God. They're destroying all the. Wow. Oh, more of them too. Oh no. Wow. Oh, they did it again too. Jesus Christ. Man.
I just don't see.
Well, standing next to the launch. No, guys, I'm pretty sure this is all real. What do you mean?
To keep
no, guys, yeah, this is totally like wow. So Israel's just getting totally destroyed by Iran.
Legion.
Yeah, no war with Iran. Yeah, this is this is the same guy. No war with Iran. But I thought you just wait. Well, who is this? This is the same. Who is this idiot?
In my opinion,
Who's this dumbass? He's got almost 1 million followers. Who is this guy? Translated by a media consultant. For the wait, so you've got a media consultant that's out here that's writing a bunch of fucking. He's posting AI videos. Now batch number 20. First batch arrived and burned. Now second batch. Bro, he's using emojis. This is embarrassing. Oh my God, this is sad. Yeah, imagine retards believing this. Yes, his network is slop. I mean, you've got to feel like a fucking idiot, right? I mean, damn. Okay, so somebody said it was on this account. How many FA? Is this it? Okay, he just tweeted this out.
I don't feel like there would be any.
In the name of Nami, the battle begins. Ali will returns to with the Zufar. I don't know what the fuck this means, but this looks like it's somehow a. Nami, yeah, is this One Piece? Yeah, what is he talking about?
They don't want to play retail. You know, they've played classics since 2019. They've done every expansion. They don't want to skip 3 or 4 expansions. They want to actually play.
He's getting bombed. I guess this must be him looking at his own city.
It really is. It's rough.
Ali was the Uncle Muhammad? Yeah, I don't know. And why is the dude's head glowing?
Very easy
With radiation?
Easy answer for me.
Yeah, maybe. And so yeah, he tweeted this out a little while ago, but it doesn't really seem like this actually posted at all. Yeah, this is it.
Take all my characters to retail. I don't even
oh
need to do
no. Bro, he's actually posting music videos? No way that he's posting AI music videos of him having missiles. Are you...
My eyes are starting to go. Anyway.
This is the official account, guys!
Actual playing on an era server.
Wow! Why do they only show him firing off but not landing?
Era servers.
Why is that?
Let's be realistic and just say vanilla TVC graph carrot pop. You know, actually go as far as and that's it. There's just era servers for all of them.
Oh, the one to hit. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
You can.
I love how I think both of these are the same one.
You know, if you want us there,
We got one. Guys, look, see? I told you we could get one.
It's very convoluted and very unrealistic.
Yeah, the same one at different angles. Yep.
Innovation would get me excited.
Multiple angles of the same missile. Yeah, see, guys? We're going crazy. I can't believe
in like on RAF era, all the raids and your pug era, whatever else you're doing. I just don't know how.
This is so embarrassing. Oh my god.
Realistically,
This is and so this is what they're up against right now. So what is he even saying? The Deer Nation should know this and be confident and assured that there will be no shortcomings in this regard.
Need to be seasonal.
Well, that wasn't true. Yeah, the actual boomer on social media, yes. Bro, pull me up. I'm in Israel. I'm uploading Twitter exclusive videos from my room at Tel Aviv showing Impact. Dread Crypto. What is this here? I'll see if I can pull it up and find it.
When you level characters, you can level them in TVC.
New footage from Tel Aviv. Looks like an Impact. Okay. I don't know really if this is accurate or not. I have no idea.
For 1 month,
yeah, you should comment on his latest post. AI post. Amen. Probably, yeah. Yeah, what a guy, man. What a guy. Just all the bullshit. What if the Iran media is paying the guy posting that to fool the Iran leaders, hoping that they'll lose? The Iranian people don't want to be oppressed by them anymore? Maybe, I don't know. You often talk about political topics and take sides, either supporting Israel or Iran. Or are you aware there are people who rule in Iran are forcing a rule on the population similar to how North Korea is? No, and I know a lot of people have brought that up, and I've made this pretty clear multiple times myself, that there is no real conflict with the Iranian people. Like, I think that this is true generally, right? The Iranian people dislike their government. Like, here's, all right, I genuinely believe this. I'm not kidding. I think that if you did 2 polls, and the first poll was the Iranian people's support for their government, and then you took another poll, which were leftist American support of the Iranian government. I think the leftist American support poll would be higher for the Iranian government.
What? As in, you need 1 person for a
I'm
run
not kidding.
tonight?
Yep. I hate how right you are. Yes. Higher per capita? Yes, exactly. On average. Yeah, we're talking about percentages. Evac alert?
Up hitting the state TV station.
If you just need 1 person.
For a second time in less than an hour, families across Israel running for shelter as sirens sound due to a missile launch
which
from
I
Iran.
know people saw
that's
a lot
in
of
90 minutes.
But I can show it again.
Oh, come on.
If you didn't see it.
You want.
Israel issued a warning. I don't see this at all.
For those who did,
Have you seen leftists supporting the Iranian government?
I can't imagine I'm going to bed early. I'm just going to be
absolutely.
sat fucking drinking. So, yeah, I'll come do an 8 of 8 heroic 10 man.
You an idiot? The left is protesting the Iranian government for years. You're not serious? We've been preaching it for days. The U.S. not to be involved in this. No, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, they would.
But I need more things.
Oh, hold on.
Wait a minute. What's
I'm
this here?
seeing. So
Tehran's about to be strike. Let me see.
Okay. There is a camera on this camera. A bunch of the viewers are saying they're watching a camera on this channel, Intel Cam. I don't know.
I don't want to raid on a wall.
I don't know where they're getting it.
Here we go. This is new stuff. The White House has put a lid on travel and photography today. President Trump is not expected to appear on camera.
I could probably get 1 more as well.
What?
Although that's very, very late. But Stark, maybe.
What do you mean?
We down.
What do you mean? No, that's not true.
That's fine by me.
He's in the command center? I don't know. Iran's supreme leader says he will never compromise with Israel.
How strong your healers are.
All right.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Not a good call, I would say. But yeah, bye-bye. You'll talk after the boom. I think they could do a number of things. The IDF has issued an urgent evacuation order for all residents and workers of Tehran District 18, which covers 37 square kilometers. Israeli forces are preparing to strike military targets in this area soon. Staying within the district endangers lives. So Israel is actually saying right now they're about to bomb the fuck out of Iran. Okay, well there it is.
You not got work
tomorrow. He has a death wish. Either way, he's dead, to be honest. I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I feel like there's maybe a way that you could still get him to say something, but who knows? Terrorist supporters are sad right now, looking at the missiles and what the fuck is this shit? You think Starlink should give Wi-Fi to Iran? I thought that Elon Musk already said he was gonna do that. Like my understanding is that he already said that was gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's new, but, I'll go ahead and watch this later on. But, let's see here. So saying this is it. Key World War III intel.
Oh, thanks, Bear. Well, yeah, because there is Bear. I'd imagine Bear's not safe. If you need a feral...
Those are nuclear launch was the rebirth of our country and the Republic.
We were down a lot.
But as I and the others warned, it would be the Ukraine and Israel slash...
Bear, do you fancy...
Bro, the music. Oh my god.
You could go in and DPS.
Yeah, it looks like there's nothing really going on yet.
I mean, like all of these, by the way.
I can't trust shit at Alex Jones' mouth. Alex Jones is right 10% of the time, 10 to 20% of the time. He's like totally right. The rest of the time, maybe not so much. What would happen if a nuke got intercepted in the sky? I don't know. Like maybe it would blow up there. I have no idea. Funny how mainstream media can't do as good as X and Twitch broadcasters, just saying. To be fair, one of the reasons why is that mainstream media does a lot more vetting than we do. Like for me, I'm like, oh, I play a video and it's like people are like, oh, it's AI. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Right? But like mainstream media doesn't do that. I mean, I hate mainstream media too, but like that's another big reason. Yeah, like let's be honest. The recent anonymous video is pretty intense. Let me see.
Naughty, you should get in a shadow. Go on, Noe, don't be a bitch. Get in a shadow. 90 minutes.
Yeah, is that it?
Just smash it.
No, here we go.
Yeah, I know.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year. It could be within a few months.
They have the wherewithal, stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly if they wanted to do it.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the rich uranium for an atom bomb.
Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
If not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon.
It is pretty funny, right? Yeah, I mean, goddamn, bro.
Yeah, I'm not doing any wipes tonight.
Yeah, he can't breathe. So 30. No. Well, he'll be right eventually, right? I mean, surely.
I have breaking news for you.
Okay, what is this? What is it?
I mean, 30%. Everything just fucking falls over anyway.
The State Department, the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem will be closed tomorrow through Friday. The U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem will be closed tomorrow through Friday.
You must have a hunter not saved.
Given the security situation and in compliance with Israel Home Front Command guidance,
If you don't,
the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem will be closed tomorrow through Friday.
And just fucking go on
this includes the consular sections in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. We have no announcement about assisting private U.S. citizens to depart at this time.
I don't want to rake out. Yeah, but I don't want to rake out. But it's still going to be fun.
I know that shit.
I wonder why.
Is that because something is going to happen?
Probably, yeah.
To be honest, only boss we have issues with his
That's at least what I would assume, yeah.
I just need to grab some water.
Yeah, well, I had been
I'll
coming
wait for a second, then I'll put the can back up. But again, this is a 3-day close.
Iran's supreme leader, Khamenei. The confrontation with Israel must be met with force. We will never make peace with Israel. Bro, Who's we?
So we just go up to like 10 bounces.
Who are you talking about, we?
From this alien wreck on your previous
Like we
trips
don't
here?
kill any
Yeah, what do you mean?
Just literally.
No, wait, John, what are you talking about? You're out of your fucking mind.
Hit the boss, pop last move. Don't get me wrong, it's a bit touch and go.
Yeah, bro, like, he
But it
says that
works.
from his bunker. Yeah. It's crazy, actually, how are you doing that?
Tune into us wiping on more junk. No, just sleep, fucking chunk. You got work, like, it's a fucking dragon soul. If you was tuning into a mop raid, I'd be like, yeah, set your alarm, go and have a look. But it just really don't matter, does it?
Hang tight for a little, all right?
I am getting real tired of this scrap, Adam.
I was really hoping that I could have gone Brett, though. Instead, I'm going to be fucking Ellie pumping
We
again.
have a colleague whose ship this was. She needs.
Well, that's hard to
I'm currently
believe,
waiting for
Adam.
the last
That
gold to
wreck,
dip in the
wherever
mail,
it's
so I'm
from, is
gonna
old
craft
as
my
dirt,
Meccano
which would make it open
nice.
to common salvage law. And your
Big
friend
mount, one of my
fossil.
favourite ground mounts, to be
I'm
fair.
sure you're mistaken.
If it was a mop
I mean,
raid, I'd be there.
Okay, it's of a very look.
In
We
on my
just
pally.
made
Oh
these.
yeah, fucking,
I don't have
no
much.
doubt. Yeah,
I
when
used to
mob
come
launches,
here
you're
way
just gonna have to
back
stop
when the
working.
frontier first opened up, so I got some early pickings.
Just like take
some
my
charred blocks with the semblance of some kind
take
of
my
old alien
streams. So
design.
I'm going to be streaming
Quite
loads.
useless.
Take my
Here,
streams
I
and
kept one specimen.
make a
You can see what I mean.
I don't know
You can have
Scotty
that.
J live YouTube
Thanks.
channel and
Don't mention it. The rest
like
I sold where
monetize
I
it
could.
for yourself.
An Okar bootlegger took
I
some
wouldn't give a fuck.
historic interest, so I sold one to him, and I peddled another piece
Like
to
clip all the
G&B like it were
fouls
a
and
magic
every time I
bean.
fuck up and like
Suckers.
just make me
I
look like
also
a
saw
cunt.
some outlaws picking over
And
the
just
place who took off
try and
with a
monetize it as best
significant
you can.
looking
And
piece. I can
why
give you
not?
their general location.
Thanks, Marie. I appreciate the information.
Say nothing
I'd
of
never
it.
do it.
Calm
You
down,
did me a good
calm
turn.
down.
As in,
I
I've
do
always
you one back.
considered that, like stream highlights channel, because some of them do well. I'm not saying mine would do well. but,
He's
like,
French
you
now?
know, some
Yeah,
of them
let's
do well.
dispose this dictator. I mean, it seems
but
that way.
I
It seems like that's what's
ain't
going to
got
happen.
fucking time
He
to
says
edit
that from his
fucking
bunker
stream.
while he jokes with his best friend. He has no
3
idea.
hour stream down
Is a
to 10
Mossad
minutes
agent
or
waiting
shit
for the
like that,
green
so
light.
it
Yeah.
But if someone else
Well, no,
wanted to
and
do
he's still out
benefit
there.
off
The
it,
thing is,
fucking
too,
crack on.
he's still out there talking shit. He's out there talking shit literally
Before we
right
make
now.
Pally work,
He
we
talking
need 100
shit.
to go BM
We
for
must give a
love.
strong
No, I'll go
response to
boom.
the terrorist
I'll go
Zionist
Ellie.
regime.
I'll do more damage
We will
with Ellie.
show the Zionists no mercy. Check DMs.
I mean, it probably won't
Oh
be
my
that
fucking
different
God.
between Ellie and Pally, but I'll go Ellie.
Yep, there it is, making AI videos. It seems like he'll meet
Right,
the same
I need
end as
another
Hitler.
whiskey, 'cause I
History
literally
repeats
have
itself.
fuck all in my
Reports
glass.
coming in of 2 B-2 bombers airborne.
Well.
Open source intel Twitter page.
2 minutes.
Let me see if I find it. Just give me a second. He knows they're cooked? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, he definitely knows. Bro, spending all day. Yeah. He's on Twitter where they're getting bombed. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. Open source intel. What is this? I don't know if I've followed this account yet before. And where did it go? Oh, we already saw this before. High frequency radio chatter suggests 2 USA B-52 stealth bombers are currently airborne. Defense officials say they are conducting training. They're training, guys. They're training. This is normal. There's nothing to be alarmed about. There's no problems here. Everything is completely normal. Just relax. Everything is fine, okay? Yeah. The problem is people believe Israel is the Hitler in the situation as they've been aiding civvies in the distribution traps. I mean, Israel's no saint. I mean, like, everybody knows that, or at least, like, most people know that. I mean, let's be honest, right? I mean, I think people see that. Oh, no. Is this... There will be a surprise tonight that the... No, not another AI video. Not another AI Iran video. No. Guys, no. What is this? Bro. This is just sad. It's not the official Iranian government? Yeah, but there's... Oh, wow. Oh, God. This is... Bro.
I'm talking to myself and you can actually hear me.
Bro, this is I know it's not their official account, but it's still really fucking funny, man. Seeing these posts are amazing. Oh my god.
Cool guy. But that's the amount of whiskey to Pepsi ratio.
Yeah, we're waiting on this one, boys.
Let's go.
Ah, jeez. My wife teases me this way with the same shit every weekend. Oh my god. And I got goosebumps. I heard this. Yes. I'm not Muslim. I do stand with Iran. There's a lot of people that are fans of Iran. I guess so. We'll need more Arma 3 videos. What is this?
China. They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al Qaeda. They may be watching this right now.
Pakistan 2.0.
We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war.
Well, that's probably what it's going to be, right? I mean, I would say, if the U.S. goes to bomb them, it depends, right? If this is an actual war with a goal or a war and the goal is to just have a war. Trump is no longer expected to deliver a nationwide address tonight. The White House has called a lid for that. Bro.
4 or 5 different people.
Bro, he baited everybody?
It's not cool to be.
There's no way this is actually true, right?
Like, because I was drinking a can of Pepsi
What is
in a
this?
video. Like, it was product placement.
I can't hear that at all. And no content? Yeah, we'll give it a few minutes. He wasn't in the mood. Yeah, he didn't feel like it.
Videos, can we sponsor you?
They're going to do something tonight. I think what he does, this is what I think he does, man. He just says something's going to happen, then it just doesn't. That's it. He says something's going to happen, it doesn't happen. It says something's going to happen, it doesn't happen. He says something's going to happen, and then, then it happens. Holy shit, what the fuck? And that's what happened. Yeah, like, unironically, taco situation. See, people say that, but it's not a Trump chickening out. I think he's just a liar, and he just tells people whatever the fuck he wants. And then he keeps everything in a perpetual state of chaos, so nobody knows what's happening. And there is this total wait, missile shrapnel place to leave.
Yes, Clico. This is a good part, but there must be more. Together with the other pieces, that generates the energy.
Wait, that's the missiles? What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, it's a missile there, or they captured a missile, I guess so. Debris is pretty common. Yeah, we're all waiting for the false flag in the USA, hoping it isn't our city. Yeah. And Trump pretends to know a lot of things, so there's no news there. But what I'm saying is that, do you guys agree with me on that? That, I think Trump is very obviously... he is very obviously a liar. He just says the first thing that comes to mind instantly. I think that there is kind of a plan. There is a grand design, but the grand plan changes all of the time. So that's what I think is really going on, right? The United States will join the war, Israeli officials claim. Yeah, they claim. So I don't really think that's really a whole lot. Yeah, he's an idiot. Well, the thing is that you could say he's an idiot, but at the same time, the results, I think, are what matters. And they did, he did end up helping kill all the Iranians, right? That's it. And yeah, he's an idiot with a plan. Yeah, it works. And that's the thing. It's the unpredictable finish the soldier video. That's not a big deal. Looking like idiot can be an advantage. The real people making moves to the generals. Yeah, we have the best intel on the planet. He's 100% has a real plan. He just isn't telling the public shit because we don't need to know till it happens. Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Like, I think that the best example of that was like with the, you know, the 61st day thing. I've said this 10 times, right? It's like he's like, yeah, we're looking to negotiate. And then like an hour later, they're dead. And he says, damn, well, they should have negotiated. That's it.
Plus, I think
Yeah, he's a chaos agent, always has been. Yeah.
in the whole raid.
He's easily controlled idiot, though. Tell him how great he is. Let him take credit for something cool someone else did, and he's happy. Well, I don't know. U.S. Army soldier here. Haven't heard anything from my officers.
I'm on booming, which becomes nothing. Yeah.
At least he's saying something in the past. Nobody knew anything about anything. Yeah. Always appear weak when you're strong. Yeah. Well, I think Iran. I think they got the wrong translation. It's always try to appear strong and then make AI videos because all of your missiles got shut down. They didn't do anything. I feel like that's kind of that's what they've been going with, right? And yeah. Oh, not so good, huh? Have you seen Schwarzenegger on The View? Yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah, we can watch that right now. I guess since we're waiting on something else to happen. We're kind of waiting to see if there's any more missile strikes or anything else. Iranian State TV, I wish they would. Iranian State TV has said tonight a great surprise will happen. I wish they wouldn't say stuff like this. They're trying to scare. What an idiot! What an bro! Some of these internet like Twitter liberals are so stupid. Okay, let me go back up. I'll watch this. Okay, so this is Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about the immigration thing. All right, let's see what he says.
You are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant. I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine they came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing, and then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is...
People forget about Arnold Schwarzenegger being the governor of California. Little, yeah.
Because of America.
Little side quest.
It's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity.
Yep.
And I think because I'm such a proud American and a proud immigrant that came to America, I was asked to do, on July 4th, a big speech, the keynote speech at Mount Vernon, that George Washington was laid to rest, where he lived and all that, to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, the existence of America. And I will be doing the speech there. They asked me because I'm an immigrant, and there will be 7,000 some people there, and there will be people that will be sworn in and will become citizens that day.
That's great.
So it's really a great celebration. And this is what this is all about, is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal.
I'm going to be the most loot horny fucking prick.
They're not going to like that.
Oh,
uh-oh.
And a character that I care about.
What do you mean you have to follow? What do you mean you have to follow the law?
Anything else, I don't give a fuck.
That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America, and that are foreigners,
I don't care.
they are not smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking agree. Absolutely.
Because when you come to America, you're a guest.
Yeah.
And you have to behave like a guest.
That's
like
right.
When I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything.
Whenever you go to somebody's house, you don't go in their garage and light their car on fire. You don't do that. That's rude. That's so rude.
I can keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America,
what am I
then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Yeah, but wait, you can't. I mean, you can't. No. Oh no. Yeah, bro. Absolutely fucking based. Unequivocally, 100% first time they were quiet. Yeah, and you can see how he got them to quiet down. Is at the beginning, like he was building up to him turning down the speech, maybe, or talking about how bad the ice raids were, or anything else, and like so he baited them along, and that way it's like, so if you're quiet after a minute, that's it. And so yeah, it's absolutely fucking flawless. This guy was the fucking governor, right? I mean, you got to keep that in mind. Put the script on him, he did, and yeah, thank God. And the universe was amazing. Yeah, and by the way, his position on this is the position that the vast majority of immigrants have. The amount of immigrants that come to America and hate America and are the ones that are like screaming at the ice. This is a very small amount of usually retarded college kids or stupid old people that believe AI videos that get shown on Fox News. So that's it. And yeah, a lot of legal immigrants agree. Yeah, the governor. Yeah, I remember. I think Show Us Your Dick Dylan had a shirt like that. That's what I heard that whenever he became the governor. I haven't thought about that in years. Yeah. And let's see if I can find it here. I'm sure you've said it or read it, but he also said screw your freedoms during COVID. He's not always right. No, I mean, not everybody is right all the time. But you can take W's when you get them, and then you can look at L's when they happen. The fact is that if like you, instead of making like fucking enemies for life with somebody because they disagreed with one thing that you disagreed with one thing they said, it's better to find shared common ground and work towards a goal that's beneficial for both people, right? Judge the issue, not the person. Yes, he's right about this. He's completely fucking right about this. And as I said, the best part about this is like, let me see if I can get to it. Is it lagging?
For becoming Americans and coming to America. So it's really a great, great celebration. This is what this is all about, is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same
here we go.
Time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America,
you can see they tried to interrupt them and stop. They tried to stop him from saying anything after that. Yeah. The guess. What? What do you mean? What do you mean legal? Yeah, don't forget he said fuck your freedoms during COVID. He ain't based. I don't care what he said then. I care what he says now. I don't give a shit. I mean, the thing is that there's tons of people that say things I disagree with, but if I align with them on an issue that, you know, we both have shared goals for, then I work towards that issue. That's how you get things done. Like, oh, bro, like, stop being a retard. Stop getting in the way of yourself. Yeah, that's it, man. And I'm glad to see this. Yeah, amen for safety. Yeah, sure, right? And anyway, they're trying to grab him. No, Arnold, stop. You can't tell them to follow the law. No, that's not fair. They can't do that. Let's see if I can find it here. And Ethan Klein, what is this here? A Zionist regime is running on fumes. Daily Iran military. Oh, God. How many days are going to... Bro, they're going to be playing this video for days. And to be fair, this was a really good one they did, right? They did. They popped off there, but that was about it. Oh, this is Bernie Sanders talking about it. Okay, I'll watch this. Here we go.
Thank you very much for joining me. In the year 2025, one might have hoped that the global community would be working together to address the existential threat of climate change, working to prevent future pandemics, working to address the massive levels of income and wealth inequality that exist, working to improve the standard of living of struggling people all over the world.
Yeah.
But tragically, that is not where we are today, quite the contrary. Instead of addressing the major crises that we face, the world is now looking at the terrible war in Ukraine, started by Putin, which has taken hundreds of thousands of lives over the last 3 years. We are looking at the horrific war in Gaza, where, as we speak, thousands of Palestinian children are facing starvation due to Israel's inhumane and illegal war policies.
And Hamas.
And now we face a dangerous and escalating war in Iran, which was begun in violation of international law by the extremist Netanyahu government. And the main point that I want to make today is that it is absolutely imperative that the United States not be dragged into this war. Let me say a word about how this war began. On Thursday, Netanyahu launched an illegal and unilateral surprise attack on Iran.
The problem with this is, like, I see where he's coming from, right? But this is the issue with this conflict between these two groups, is that there's always a starting point and a justification that is before the previous justification. So, like, for example, yes, obviously it seemed like it was unprovoked, but at the same time, they had nuclear weapon, or they had an idea there was a nuclear weapon, or they thought that, you know, Iran was funding terrorist organizations. If they're funding a terrorist organization, and the terrorist organization is shooting rockets at you, I think that's basically them attacking you. Like, I mean, just because you pay somebody else to attack someone doesn't mean that you're not doing it. Yeah, it's a proxy. Like, I mean, again, it's obvious. And Iran attacked them last year? Yeah, sure.
Bombing targets across the country and killing hundreds of people. Iran
was an undocumented attack, not an illegal attack? True. True, I forgot. Yeah, keep that in mind.
Iran has responded with attacks of its own, which have killed dozens of people in Israel. Whatever you may think of the corrupt and authoritarian Iranian regime, Israel's attack clearly violated international law and the United Nations.
I'm going to be honest. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. The fact is that Iran has been funding terrorist organizations over and over and over. They've been sending bombs into Israel for years. They have openly stated that they want to destroy Israel. This is also not a person in the government. This is the main leader of the Iranian government. Like, if that is not a provocation to attack, or that's not a justification to attack, I don't know what is. I don't. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I totally, like, yeah, I mean, the thing is that if somebody was doing that about America and America attacked them, I'd be like, yeah, sure, of course, that's what you get. These countries answer that are God, not the laws of man. Well, also, like, I mean, again, this is all, it's all nice and good that this is the case, but this is just a rule that was made up, right? I mean, Israel is going to do what's in its own best interest. So every nation in America has destabilized, has justification to attack us, according to what you said. From their perspective, yeah, and they have. They've tried to attack us. Absolutely. They've tried to do it multiple times. Yeah, like, what do you, like, go over there and ask them. Yeah, absolutely they think that.
I enjoy it. I like the bosses.
You're a piece of shit if you have any support for Netanyahu. Who cares about Netanyahu? It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with him as a person. If you look at what Iran has done, you look at the actions, not people, not ideas. You look at the actions. The actions are bad. there's a bigger picture in this that's not tied to an individual. It's tied to a collection of actions. I don't support Netanyahu. I don't give a fuck about Netanyahu. Why would I care about Netanyahu?
You know, like when you think about any other raid, you can take a Zach or...
Yeah, like, why would I care about that at all?
You know, and stuff. I mean,
While every country has the right to defend itself, they do not have the right to launch so-called preemptive wars of this kind. But let's remember who Netanyahu...
But, I mean, does Iran have the right to enrich uranium, like, way beyond what they need for power? No.
Netanyahu is. He is a war criminal, under indictment by the International Criminal Court.
And keep in mind, what I'm saying here is that I'm not a fan of Israel. I think what Israel's done with Palestine is gross. I don't like Israel. I don't think Israel's great. I just think that between Israel and Iran, Israel is the lesser evil in terms of this conflict. Like, I would rather side with Israel over Iran. That doesn't mean that I like Israel.
For starving innocent people and killing civilians in Gaza.
Why decide it all? I mean, everybody has a side. They think, like, there's one side that's more justified than the other. In your mind, you're going to have some viewpoint of it.
At this very moment, in Gaza, Israel continues to prevent the UN from delivering humanitarian aid. And just today, in Gaza, Israeli tanks fired into a crowd desperately trying to collect food, killing at least 59 people. So it should come as little surprise that Netanyahu ignored international law to start this war with Iran. But Netanyahu's decision to strike also directly contravened the express wishes of the United States, which was seeking a diplomatic resolution to the war.
Trump just said that so they would let their guard down and get them killed. There was never any expectation at any point at all that they were actually going to reach a negotiation. They had 60 days for that. It didn't happen. Big surprise. The next day, they're dead. I mean, come on.
I think 25 man in general in
Come on. But it's so obvious.
A lot harder than 10 man. Where normally I say I don't think there's much of a difference between the two.
Long-standing tensions around Iran's nuclear program.
Just speculation.
In recent months, the United States has held 5 rounds.
But it's also speculation to think that Trump is saying and telling the truth. Bernie would say Trump is constantly a liar, too. And there's a lot of evidence for that as well. So, are we going to take somebody who is confirmed as a liar and everybody, like, and then be like, oh, wow, no, this is the time they're telling the truth?
Negotiations with Iran to resolve these long-standing concerns.
Yeah.
Let me repeat. In recent months, the United States has held 5 rounds of negotiations with Iran to resolve these long-standing concerns.
That's why
a 6th round of talks was planned for Sunday, but Netanyahu chose instead to start this war.
Why did it take 5 rounds?
So let's be clear. Israel's attack was specifically designed to sabotage American diplomatic efforts. In fact, in its first round of strikes, Israel assassinated the man overseeing Iran's nuclear negotiating team. And let's also remember that U.S. intelligence has never indicated that Iran has made the decision to build a nuclear weapon.
Then why do they have uranium enriched so high? Why would that happen? What could possibly be the reason?
Just a few months ago, Trump's own director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, testified to Congress that, quote, the intelligence community continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, end of quote. But Netanyahu chose to attack, crippling diplomatic efforts and risking a full.
If they weren't building a nuclear weapon, then why are they not coming to an agreement for not building nuclear weapons?
10-man doing 25-man in Heart of Fear is probably identical. But
Why is this such a contentious topic? Why are they not able to come to a conclusion on this? Why are they not able to figure out a way to get everybody on the same page if they're not trying to do this? Because if they were trying to operate above the board and to not build a nuclear weapon, why is there not an agreement that states that?
You have to have that kind of like understanding. Well, you have to have that understanding.
I mean, why did it take five different things?
Fucking world first, but then most of them.
Israeli Air Force on yeah, I'll look at it in a minute.
You know, when we was doing
Let me finish this, and then we're going to look at a couple other things. First round of negotiations. Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows that you enrich uranium so high so you get better electricity? Yes.
Long regional war. He is now openly talking about regime change and threatening to kill the political leadership without any change to the chaos that might ensue. Let's also not forget that the current Islamic regime in Iran is itself the product of a Western-backed coup in 1953 that overthrew the democratically elected government of Iran and replaced it with a corrupt
Probably shouldn't have done that. Sure. Sure, that's a good point. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that. Yeah, and also, by the way, that was 70 years ago. So now we we have to sit on our hands and let these people potentially go to nuke because some guy that's dead now made a bad decision 70 years ago. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, we should have done that too, man.
The critical question now is whether the United States will get dragged into Netanyahu's war. In my view, that would be a disaster.
I agree.
The United States must not be involved in
I'm fine with them bombing the areas, but like staying and getting entangled in this, absolutely. Bro, you really don't understand peace treaties? It's not that I don't understand them, it's that I don't respect them. Like that's the reason why. I don't think that they're taking them seriously. They have a peace treaty because they can't kill you. The moment they can kill you, they try to do it. Treaties are constantly broken. Yeah, people act like this sheet of paper is written by God.
But our raid team is used
What are you talking about?
pretty much all through counter, and then pretty much the rest
of the Netanyahu war, not militarily or financially. The United States Constitution is crystal clear. There can be no offensive use of military force against Iran or any other country without an explicit authorization from Congress. No such authorization exists, and any U.S. involvement would therefore be illegal.
Surely that's going to stop them. Surely.
The United States has already provided hundreds of billions of dollars to Israel over the last many decades. Last year alone, U.S. taxpayers provided more than $22 billion in military aid to Israel.
That's a lot.
Meanwhile, while providing massive aid to Israel, we have Americans sleeping out on the streets, unable to afford health care or other basic necessities. Enough is enough. President Trump ran as a supposed peace candidate. In his inaugural address, he said, I quote, "My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier." End quote. Very fine words. Trump should remember them today.
Constantly looking for peace is how Hitler invaded the majority of Europe. Appeasement is not always the best option. Sometimes it is better to prevent something from happening before it happens.
Supporting Netanyahu's war against Iran would be a catastrophic mistake. Instead of going to war, Trump must work with the international community to rein in Netanyahu and urgently push for a diplomatic solution. Netanyahu's illegal attack has made the world a more dangerous place. The United States must not be a part of this war. Thank you very much.
That's it? Yeah, I mean, I agree that, like, we need to focus on our local stuff, but, like, again, I think, you know, if you have a country that's trying to develop nuclear weapons, yeah, absolutely. Let's see here, I can find it. I mean, I like Bernie Sanders. I don't agree with his viewpoint, and I think that Bernie Sanders is, like, again, you know, there's always a very high, like, value placed on doing things through the system. But the system itself doesn't necessarily, it's not a perfect system. And also, like, just because international law says that doesn't mean that that's the best way to do things. And also, when you're dealing with an existential threat that's life and death, are you going to let somebody else dictate to you how you should approach that? Or are you going to do what's in your best interest and in the best interest of your people? Well, you're going to do what's in your best interest and the best interest of your people, obviously, right? And so that's it. Let me see. I'll read this here. Let me go back and see this. So what is this? There's a disagreement about this. I find it. Israel's no better than Iran. What is your concern here? What's the issue? That's the most fried thing to say. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll look at this. So what is the fried thing to say? Yeah, I'll read a few of these and I want to move on. And we're gonna look at a couple of other things because apparently I think that some other, are they shooting more missiles or not? I'm not even really sure. There's another one going on. Let me go back and double check. Yeah, is it or not? I'll keep it on. Okay, looks like there's no response, and also, let's see here, no response. What a surprise. So, yeah, there we go.
I don't know, dude. I think they say
Israeli airstrike.
by phone, I think.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's see this. So this is the Israeli airstrike right here. Where'd all it go? Flash report, new explosion in Tehran, Israeli airstrikes reported in the city. Holy shit. Look at that.
They don't exist because you have to use it to raid. Yeah, exactly. Race the world first week or play the game for it. Exactly. So as much as people are hating
Talk to me, why do you think it's okay to advocate in the way you are? Not going to say, oh, you're asking me why am I advocating for a war that I wouldn't go to or send my kids to? Because I don't want to send anybody's kids and I don't want anybody to go to the war. That's the reason why. Yeah, I have no interest in that. I'm fine with us bombing them and doing that, but I'm not okay with a long-term incursion. Does that make sense? Yeah, I never even said that. You're making something up and then arguing against it. Israel has used the same excuse to attack Middle Eastern countries for 2 decades. At this point, it seems like they're manipulative. So, let me see if this person responded. Why would the Constitution or international law apply? Yeah, they ignore that shit all the time. Like, yeah, of course. Who enforces the law? We do. Nobody else enforces it. That's why when Russia or China or any other extremely powerful country does something that they shouldn't do, nothing happens to them. Because the entire concept of this international law is just an apparatus that we use to control smaller countries and make them act according to what we want them to do. It's not real. That's why we break the rules all the time. If you're the one that makes the rules, you don't have to follow them. That's just the way it is.
Put a bar cap on and just drink shots straight out of the bottle.
The law only applies to the losers in the war? Yeah. Sorry to say. Fantasyland logic? Yeah, it's again, it's more Fantasyland logic again. Okay, let me see if this person responded again. Nothing is real, everything is permitted? Yeah. What do you think about the fact that all this is going on? Sometimes it's a big theater for the masses to make us impoverished and less free. Well, I think that's been going on for a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I'll just get rid of this one. Let me just respond to this. Why would they not apply? Because you can't enforce them. If you have a rule that you can't enforce, then it doesn't exist. If you can't make somebody do what you want, then you don't have the power. That's all there is to it. You never responded to what I'm saying. It's been the reason for 2 decades. Because I don't think that's not relevant. Israel having a justification for something. So, I don't really care about Israel's reasoning for not doing something. That to me is separate than what America should do. So, if Israel has a reason to do something, then that's Israel's opinion. I don't care. No, why would I give a shit what Israel thinks? Even if they are lying? Well, what do you think they're lying about? Like, that's just psychotic? No, it's not. Let me go back and I'll read this message first, okay? Or words to action. Yeah, it's just this is just a shit talker. I'm just gonna ban this guy. Anyway, let me read a couple more. And this is your biggest L take. It's true. It's true. So, why does the U.S. have to get involved? Iran has no intercontinental capacity. Because I think it's a destabilizing force, and in the future they might be able to. And I think that it's bad for everyone if Iran has nuclear weapons. And I think it's better if the U.S. prevents them from getting nuclear weapons. It's that simple.
The glass is not very big, and that's just all the whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. And so, yeah, like, should we just wait for them to get it and then attack them? Well, by the time of that point, they would already have nuclear bombs.
Less ice, more whiskey.
Yes, it's bad for everyone if Iran gets nuked. That shouldn't be controversial. No, I don't even know why somebody would argue with this. It's so obvious. That's not even base, it's just facts. Israel's way worse than Iran. Well, here's the reality. I don't care what's in Israel's best interest, and I don't care what's in Iran's best interest. I care what's in America's best interest. And I think it's in America's best interest to make sure that Iran doesn't get nuclear bombs. That's it. Like, what Israel thinks or what Israel did is all secondary. Don't you have empathy? Yeah, I have empathy for the Iranian people that are being massacred and oppressed by their own government. I have empathy for the people that are killed by the proxy terrorist groups that Iran is funding. Absolutely, I do. Your misplaced empathy on a leadership chain of psychopathic religious zealots is misplaced. You shouldn't have any empathy for these people. They don't have any empathy for you. They kill you. It's like Israeli people with their government. It's again, Israel isn't part of the conversation to me. Israel doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with Israel. So many soy people with their toxic empathy and emotional manipulation. Exactly. I linked one that's 6 hours old. Trump is considering a strike on nuclear facilities. Here we go.
No.
Yeah.
The U.S. official said Trump is seriously considering joining the war and launching a U.S. strike against Iran's nuclear facilities, especially its underground uranium enrichment facilities.
Yeah, clearly.
It is built into a mountain. They cannot get to it without our bunker-busting weapon. They need it, and they need ours.
Then they're gonna do it. That's it, right? I mean, obviously, that's it. And so 1 p.m. Yeah, she's reading a Twitter post. Yeah, well, no, this is like that's more information beyond that. How do you know that the Israel claims with uranium are true? There's two reasons why I believe it to be true. The first reason is that an independent agency conducted research on this, and they came to this conclusion that had nothing to do with Israel. That's the first reason. And the second reason, yeah, the IAEA, right? Like International Atomic something Environmental Agency. So they were the one that came to this conclusion, not Israel. They did. And so that's number one. And number two, if Iran actually wasn't trying to build these weapons and these nuclear bombs, then why is it so hard for us to come to a conclusion and an agreement with them not building nuclear bombs?
I don't mind if a few of you turn up, but if all of you turn up, like I haven't got that amount of booze.
Why is that happening?
I'll order both. I'll get a bottle of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire.
I'm sorry, but I think they're trying to do it.
And I'll get a bottle.
Feels like a broken record, yeah.
Fire.
And even if it's not true, we're striking a mountain, no civilians is W. Yeah, I don't know about that. Come on, bro, you gotta be smart and believe that any agency is independent. So you think that the agency, okay, so there you go. The agency is totally corrupt and it's actually doing this to make Iran look bad. They haven't signed a non-proliferation, so they agreed. Something else must be on the way, surely. So you think that the IAEA is now compromised and it's they're acting in Israel, they're trying to make Iran look bad. Is it that far-fetched? I think in this circumstance it's unlikely. They literally posted a video of a soldier petting a nuke. Well, did they post that video, or was that posted by some other account? Because I don't think so, but it's not impossible. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Iran is trying to build or has an intention to build a nuclear bomb? Do you think this? Do you personally think this? Just a very simple yes or no question. $60%? So it's more than likely that they're doing it. Okay, yeah, definitely. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. It's obvious. He can't know any more than you do what's a buffer. Exactly. And based off all the public information, it is obvious that they're trying to make it clear. Of course they're trying to. It is delusional to think otherwise. They want this? Yes, of course. Yeah. This is the one that we just saw a little bit ago. is that the people that are trying to argue about this kind of stuff don't even believe what they're trying to fight me on. And that's what's so obnoxious about it, is that you have people, it's like, okay, well, do you believe this? Yeah, of course I think they're gonna do it. Well, then why are you arguing with me telling me that they're not? What is this? It's such a weird thing that people do.
Anything on it ever again, other than level scribe.
Yeah, did you see JD Vance tweet? Yeah, I think so. What about Iraq? Was that also a 99%? I mean, come on. When can we be skeptical? Well, I mean, like, this isn't the same as Iraq. I don't want us to do a ground invasion into Iran. It's a totally different thing. Like, how could you compare the two at all?
This Pepsi Mango, honestly, with JD.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a huge continuation. Yeah, exactly. If you can get past the devil's advocate stuff, you can start figuring out what we should still do. So you just want yes men to give you affirmation every turn. You like the devil's advocate, keeps you content. Or else you'd be no better than Hassan. This is just
appreciate it, buddy.
No, this is just a disagreeer. I don't want to deal with like there's been a lot of arguers and a lot of like people that try to come in here. I'm not interested in any of that. Someone playing devil's advocate or trying to bring up some point that they don't even believe in just to argue and get attention, it's just a waste of everybody's time and it's not worth taking seriously. So yeah, it's that simple. I understand why it annoys you, but I think exploring a situation critically is a good thing. Not really. I mean, I don't think so in this circumstance. I feel like people that are just like, oh yeah, let's bring up something that I know isn't true, just so we can have an argument and arrive at the same conclusion that everybody knows, which is that it's not true. That's a waste of everybody's time. It's a waste of everybody's time, and there's no reason engaging in it. So yeah, pull them up, they do intentionally. I think that's true. Yeah, I probably should do that. It's so obvious what's going on. Yeah, it's so obvious. But anyway, it seems like there's not really a whole lot happening now. And I'll go ahead and refresh everything and check out. But I feel like there's, if something would have happened, it probably would have already happened. But let's go ahead and double check. Here we go. Yeah, this is the same bomb that we just saw a little bit ago. Correction, most of the foes appears to be taken from near neighborhood of Tarjas in the southeast. Despite reports, a press statement. White House earlier said they weren't going to do that. Okay, yeah, so they're not going to hear from you. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
It's just what I need.
You think Ukraine had Nazis? Yeah, I bet they did. I'm sure there were Nazis in Ukraine. I mean, like, it's a huge country. There's, yeah, I mean, just based off of averages. Northrop Command says drone infusion is over. Yeah, all this stuff is over. Sure, yeah, but it doesn't make them. It doesn't make the idea of like the Ukraine conflict any more right or wrong. These are two separate things. Yeah, there's Nazis everywhere. So, like, what's the logic here? Because they maybe had Nazis in some battalions that now we should support the war at all and support Russian bomb them. It's just stupid. So there's no real reason to take that seriously either. Let me go back over and see if we can find that. There's a lot of neo-Nazis in Ukraine. That's not my problem. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit. But anyway, let me go back. Yeah, there's no argument. Yeah, it's silly. Let me go back. I'll refresh this real quick and look at a few more of these posts. Iran is shutting down the internet. Wait, this got posted earlier today. Everyone, I'm a big fan of Baldy. I just want to let you all know that our government is going to disconnect us from the outside of the country, and we will only be able to use Iranian websites and apps in a few hours. As Baldy says a lot, it is what it is. Peace, boys. Edit the government said through the news media that the reason the internet is getting so bad is because of cyber attacks. They are not turning off the internet. We will see. Just wanted to clarify and let you know again if you are interested. And the internet is so bad, like only if you have an amazing VPN, you can really use social media and it keeps getting worse. Anyways, my sister with her husband left Iran and they came back today. I'm happy to live now. More so shit. Yeah, I mean, stay safe. And just try to evacuate the city and get as far away from any sort of military installation as possible. Like, that's really it. Say Ukraine got hit hard really bad yesterday? Yeah, I think so too. And it's still okay with the VPN? Do you think Israel has ever done so far effectively eliminates nuclear targets? If not, then no. I don't know. Apparently not. I mean, how could I possibly know that? I mean, I think that only the fucking CIA knows that, and Mossad knows that. It's like confidential information. So yeah, let's see here. As we're doing things comparably to nuclear fallout, hypothetically bomb the nuclear program, is it worth overlooking the sacrifice of the safety and health of the people within proximity that are caught in the possible fallout? Yeah, absolutely. Because if they use the bomb in the future, there's going to be infinitely more fallout, and there's going to be infinitely more problems. Absolutely. Yeah, of course it is. I mean, it's not even a question. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's that simple. It's created to lecture, created to entertain. This is true, by the way. Yeah, I think that really, you know, oh, well, we saw, let me see if I can pull it out here. Israeli jets are sending a message, flying slow over the funeral of Nasrallah. Wait, footage shows 2 Israeli F-15s and 2 F-35s flying low and slow over Hassan Nasrallah's funeral. Bro, there's no way this is basically the real-life version of teabagging. Oh my god. No way this is real? Jesus. They did that?
Now I need to go and make
Oh my god. Yeah, pure show of power. Yeah, exactly. No, I didn't know that at all.
It's not like a super elite.
Yeah, Dover's dead body. Yes, it was real. Yeah, literally giving an air show for his funeral send-off. Yeah, clearly. And perfect. That's what do you call it? Yeah, these guys are actually assholes. The guy was a piece of shit. It's a good thing he's dead. I mean, he's a fucking terrorist. I mean, there's no real. I mean, there's no sympathy there, right? The world's a better place now that he's gone. And that's the case with a lot of these people. Do you see the new Jaguar ad? No, I haven't seen it. Honestly, Israel at the start of the war for people to start liking him again? Yeah, maybe, right? And let's see. My new workout video? What's this?
From all perspectives, not just like, oh my god, you can't clear us in heroic.
Okay,
like,
this is fine. I was worried.
No, like normal.
More passion, more passion, more passion, more energy, more energy, more footwork, more footwork, more footwork, more passion, more passion, 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 more energy, more energy, more footwork, more footwork,
The YouTube like,
Jesus Christ.
The annoying thing
Bro, we gotta open up the mental asylums again, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, we gotta get them back going. And yeah, that's it. And it's a damn zoo. Yeah, bro. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why there's so many just totally mentally unstable girls like this. It seems like it's mostly girls. And wow, what the fuck is going on? We can do it in America. Why can't we do it here? Protester asks Egyptian officer why they can't protest in Egypt like they do in America. No way.
I'll put something on the screen.
Everybody listen! Please listen to me.
No.
Can you declare?
He doesn't need to.
We are the police and we are announcing through our police, okay? Please respect our country and listen to us. Total respect. We just asking with politeness. I can go. Listen. I can with total respect. Okay.
You can't stay. It's against this country law. You can't stay there.
We can't stay here.
You supposed.
I love it when these westernized people go to one of these countries that doesn't fuck around with this bullshit, and they think that they are still in America. Like, they're just gonna argue and they're gonna debate with the police officer there.
All respect our country and our law. Okay? So your message has been already received, and you can go back and turn back to Cairo. We're supposed to arrange all of that.
We could do it in America.
Okay.
Why can't we do it here?
Please don't send him back. Please don't send him. Please keep him.
It's got to go one of these two. Like, it's got to be that one or that one.
Please. We don't need him. We don't need him. Just keep him. You just said it? Yeah, there it is.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing here?
But yeah, or I put it on a bar cam.
What are you doing here?
I have the pack behind me.
Against our law. Okay. Cairo, we supposed to arrange all of that.
We could do it in America.
Okay.
Why can't we do it here?
What are you doing here?
See if I can get into places in London. You know, like
Oh
go to the
God,
London
I love
Museum and
this.
use it like a
This is
blue
the kind of
data
things
badge.
liberals used to make fun of
Like,
conservatives for
100%.
saying. Crazy how it flipped. Yes, Jesus, how obnoxious. God damn, bro, these people are so fucking obnoxious. It is insane. Oh my God. Did you see all their faces when he said that? Yeah, it's like they couldn't even believe that he said it. It's so stupid. They couldn't even believe it. Did you watch the Shah's address? I did, and I totally support him. I hope that they're able to come back and, you know, take their country back. That's it. And question just took a year off that officer's life. He said, yeah, why are you here?
Can't we do it here?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing? Like, what is this? And they're so reasonable too. So, and this, by the way,
exactly. You know I am. I'm one of
exactly.
Like 10 million people that's got one of these. Let me in.
I feel like if we were talking a little bit earlier about war crimes.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Would it be a war crime for Egypt to let these people go and bother and annoy the people of Palestine? Like, I mean, the people over there, they're getting fucked over by Hamas. They're getting bombed by Israel. They're, you know, starving. All of their shit's destroyed. And I mean, do they really need a few more American do-gooders thinking that they're on Captain Planet? That are on, you know, Captain Planet's team? Yeah, it's is this not biological warfare? Release the Karens? Yes. Yeah, a tactical Karen attack. Yeah, they could eat them? No, I bet these people wouldn't even taste good. They're probably vegetarians. No, I mean, that's a good idea, but like, I don't even agree with that. Yeah, it's probably bad. No, guys, I'm not about that at all. Mental attack? Yeah, bro, like, don't let them go over there. Zoomers get sent to Iran.
I don't know what that means.
What is this? This is some fucking bullshit. And what is this here? When you're a chill guy in a triggered world?
This guy has blood on his hands. He wants to kill people. Don't listen to him.
I love people.
He's taking people's number down and trying to get them arrested for getting health care.
I deny those allegations. So I'm just here to support life. Life was hard for me, single mother, but the hard times made me a more empathetic person. And I love all these people out here. I pray to Jesus that their hearts and minds change today. I know. My dad has Dermot.
Okay, so, you know, you're, you know, a one-man band over here.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Sure. Wow, what a fucking weirdo. And, yeah, there we go. Oh, God. Seems about right to me. Call of Duty, target audience, actual audience, Pokemon. Man. I love how in every single one of these people, like their fan fiction of how like the communist takeover is going to happen, is it's going to happen and somehow they're going to be one of the favored members of the party that ends up enjoying the privileges and the, you know, the luxury of being in the controlling party of it, right? If you guys ever noticed this, they're always like, oh yeah, I'd be part of the party and, you know, we'd be going around and making sure that everybody had everything they needed. The most equal ones, yeah, bro, they always think they're the pigs. They never think they're the horse. That's it, man. Always splatter. What is this here? And boys, we're kind of have to admit she's cooking. No $5,000 Doge checks, no Epstein files, no mass arrests for pedos, no COVID pandemic arrests, no arrests for January 6th committee members, no abolishment of the IRS, no deep straight arrests for those trying to assassinate Trump, no audit of Congress, just slaps on the wrist. I mean, the only one that's like legit here to me is the Epstein files. Like, I agree. These are no mass arrests for pedos. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is some weird 4chan stuff. Like, the Epstein files, yes, and I agree with this in essence, but these are just stupid examples, right?
The way that
then when I then started playing Classic,
These idiots can't understand the first people to be executed after a regime change were the media and the people that helped the regime to change because they have the power. Yeah, of course, right? I'm Russian with a degree in finance. I've read all the Marx books in original. These socialist people in America are so retarded. None of them know what they're talking about.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we know.
I didn't know any of this shit worked. Streaming, YouTube. I didn't even
Yeah,
make
we
money
know,
from
man.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I started
absolutely.
putting videos out about
And
Russian
yeah,
world.
it
For fun.
I know. You know, 1 million illegals have self-deported.
Literally.
Yeah, I've heard
Like,
about
you
this.
go
Yeah,
back to my very
that
first
you know,
videos,
they've
I
got a
was
lot of them
videos
that just
about
left on their own, which makes it a lot easier. And what is this? You're stuck in a room with it. What is this? Is this like a?
I have the red. Okay, so you two in the front, you two can actually be the two T-Rexes I have down here. I have the red Rex over here, and then the original Kenner Thrasher T-Rex. You in the back with the green hair, you can be the bull T-Rex. I think it matches your hair quite nicely. And as for you two, I think I'll let you guys be the Spinosaurus. I have the Mattel version and the original Hasbro version.
Oh wow!
Material. You two can fight over who gets to be which one.
Uh-huh.
Me, now I'm gonna be Grim because I'm always Grim. Now you guys play your cards right. I will get out the rest of my dino parts, so we can have a jolly good time with those.
I love it. I fucking love it. What is this here? And Wholesome showed my aunt a clip of Asman last week, and she says, "Oh, he's adorable. I like him." And today I hit her in her room laughing, saying, "Patty cake with Putin. You got yourself a new fan, brother. We love you." Yeah. So your 54-year-old aunt is watching the show now. That's perfect. Yes, I and bro, she's watching on Kick. She's not even on Twitch, bro. She's locked in.
It's kind of mental, really, now that.
Let's go. Female viewer base is skyrocketing. Yeah, actually, you might believe this, but it actually just doubled. Modders firepower is still weak. I already saw this one before. And let's see here. No, this is already happening. Trump will destroy his own country with his unhinged warmongering. This is 0 upvotes and 2 comments.
It's been a very good journey. Thank you, K-Guns. I very much enjoyed the journey, but it is very bizarre at the same time. How I kind of almost feel like I had a second shot at what I always
This has
loved.
to stop,
You know,
okay?
as in, I feel like I probably should have.
You've been
done
caught?
this
Yes. No. No.
the first
No.
time round.
No.
You know,
No.
rather than it take the
No.
second time round to actually then start making
This is
videos.
not it. The realest photo ever taken. Guys, this is Photoshop. This is not me. This is not me at all. You know, the crazy thing is they didn't even really need to do a whole lot. They just changed the little curly things and then the hat, and that was about it. Yeah, wow. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it was pretty easy for him. This VOD, sure. Totally saying Amazon driver in LA politely disagrees with what she sees.
Or whatever, and you're just like, yeah, it's this prick again. Like talking fucking shit.
How you doing, bro?
Fucking Nazi, right? Whereas for me, when I really reflect on it and I think back to 2019 Classic launch, it was never a thought in my brain that, oh my god, I'm going to be a YouTuber. Like, never.
I mean, I understand him. I do.
This is what I'm
I mean,
gonna
I
do.
bet working at Amazon really sucks.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's probably out of his fucking mind.
I don't know why.
It's
I
hot.
even made a druid
It's the
video,
summer.
'cause that's
He's
what
got to
I've done.
sit in that car. It's
But
probably
all of
not
this
air
stems
conditioned.
back to a 2019 feral druid guide, where I made a feral druid guide, just so you're all very clear on exactly where it happened. If you was to go back to my shit,
The dog's just looking at him.
we don't want the bed here. Let me just go to my channel. If I go back
You're hilarious, bro.
You're a little bitch, nigga. Step out your car.
You're hilarious.
You're a little bitch, you Nazi fuck. I hope you go home and eat your fucking clock bullet. Go with your unclean, unmaintained, cheap ass clock you have, nigga. Fucking bum.
Good job, bro.
Go to work.
Good job, bro.
See, I was amazing even then, first video.
You did a good job.
Like instantly, I put a video out, 70k views. What a fucking
Oh
legend.
God! So, see, we need to reopen these asylums, man. We really do.
Genuinely.
You gotta get these. You gotta get these animals under control, man. Oh my God, Well, yeah, and the dude was a small guy. That's a small guy to be going that aggro, you know?
I mean, serious. I'm not an arrogant.
And what is this here? Tampon Tim said this only a couple weeks ago. Waltz urges Democrats to be a little meaner and bully the shit out of Trump, a challenging few years. I mean, again, I don't know. Like, I mean, in terms of like the people that are being violent and all of that, yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard for people not to encourage terrorism. You would assume that it's not really that difficult, but for whatever reason, it seems to be for a lot of people almost impossible. He's drowning in horse cum? I heard about that. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's big flip.
Ever since I moved to the United States as an Australian immigrant, I get asked the same question quite often. Jack, you're an immigrant. What's your thoughts on illegal migration? I'm all for sending illegal immigrants back home, mate. Wait, what? But you're an immigrant. Yeah, key word. Legal, you fucking idiot. I didn't break it.
Yeah, obviously.
Into the fucking country. When you have a bunch of illegal immigrants coming into a country at once, these people coming in, they're undocumented. So you don't know who they are, whether they're dangerous or not. You want to know what the problem is with that? Let's just say some of those immigrants turn out to be fucking murderers. If they do a bunch of murders, no one even knows who did them, mate. Do you understand how hard it is for the government to fucking do their job and keep people like you and me safe when they don't even fucking know who's doing the bad shit? Oh, are you saying that all illegal immigrants are fucking killers and violent? Obviously, not every migrant's violent. Most of them definitely are not. But you know what the funny thing is? Who am I or you to say that they aren't? You don't know them. Neither do I. There's no record. That's the...
Oh, Kirshi, thank you for the raid. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi. How you guys doing? Hope you're having fun.
And I was like, oh,
fucking point, if you'd believe me. If there's a bunch of people who aren't even supposed to be here doing all kinds of shit, the crime statistics won't be consistent enough to work with because there's no predictive population to base it upon. And that leads me to my next point. It undercuts the middle class. There is a massive exodus going on in the blue-collar, lower middle-class world. If you're an illegal immigrant, don't worry, mate. There's a guy in fucking Northern California that'll pay you $2 an hour to re-shingle his fucking roof. The illegal migrants themselves are treated like fucking slaves, and the people who should be getting the jobs, aka legal immigrants or citizens, don't get any fucking work. Oh, you're insensitive and you're racist. You're the ones that encourage slave labor. You encourage illegal migration. You encourage no checks and balances. Your way of thinking, that over-empathizing way of thought, is the whole reason you got states like California. Absolute fucking shithole.
PvP servers.
Mate. You see an obvious photo op of a fucking baby crying on the fucking border, and it takes you all the way to the fucking ballot box, mate.
Absolutely zero idea how any
Oh wait, this girl's crying. I guess we're not allowed to have borders anymore. Oh no! Oh no!
I'm not got anything else for you.
Somebody's gonna be sad if we have borders.
I'm actually morally consistent, unlike you. Anyways, that's all I got to say. If you want to listen to some music, I've got a new song out now called Outback Paradise. Peace out.
Good one. I love it. Just like California would turn red if they got sent back. I mean, it definitely would turn more red. I'll tell you that, for sure. Immigrant space? Yeah, there's a lot of it. And by the way, this is the way a lot of immigrants feel. Yeah, absolutely. Now, the truth, the Pakistani rape gangs is coming out. A lot of people are pretending they never denied it. What's this?
Nowhere did I deny that British men of Pakistani origin had raped many white girls in, for example, Rotherham and Telford. These are horrific scandals, which are very much real, and it is not racist or untrue to talk about those scandals.
About vulnerable white girls targeted by British Pakistani grooming gangs. Now, that is the sort of thing you would have expected to read in BNP leaflets, and which not that long ago would actually have been condemned by Tory and Labour politicians alike. But we are in 2023 in the worst possible timeline. It's not true. It's really important to make this very, very clear. It isn't true.
I worked in R&D, but I was a product manager, so I would more or less oversee everything from a scribble
Feels
on
good,
a
huh?
paper to
What a rat.
being made.
What a little fucking rat. Oh, man.
So if you imagine
Cotton
that whole
4K.
journey
Yeah, never let
from
people, by the
someone
way,
drew this and
never
went,
let
"I want it to
people
look
live
like
this
this."
down. Never let them live it down. Because these people, again, they would have no problem, you know, alienating you from your work, getting you fired from your job, calling you racist, saying that you're a Nazi, destroying your reputation. Never let them live it down. Disgusting little liar? Yes, exactly. They're sociopaths. Yes. The biggest mistake that you can make is treating these people like people. They're not, and they won't treat you like a person either. The best thing to do is you just treat these people like, again, parasites. Literal parasites. Assume everything they're going to say is a lie, and that's it. Oh, and Jesus? Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what it is.
If I'm talking to someone in
And
England,
where's the test? Never expect them from comment. Yes, these people do not, they do not have your best interests in mind at all, bro. You sound like Hitler. I'm like Hitler? Okay, well, there you go. That's a great example. This is just like, look, the people that do this kind of stuff, as I've said before, they are actual fucking parasites. They are parasites that are addicted to getting good boy points, being patted on the head, and being told that they're a good person. They don't care about the consequences of their own empathy. They don't care about people that get hurt in collateral damage when they push lies. The only thing that they care about is being seen as a good person. And that is why you can never see them that way. You can never, ever see them that way. They will take your empathy and use it against you. Give them 0.
Like, yeah, if it was Mark 3,
that's
so
it.
Like Mark 3 onwards, I designed.
80 years later, yeah. Worse than the Fed covering and silencing. Yeah, yeah, sure. And they were the snitches and hall monitors in school. Absolutely.
Okay.
And they want to know the consequences. They're surely thinking. The narco slavery in Oregon. Yeah, definitely.
Is one word.
I mean, it's just a square. Just look at him, bros, and have real friend in years. I don't know. Maybe he has friends. I have no idea. Let's see here. Polls took to the streets counting GTFO with migrants. No damage or violence occurred. So this is 5 days ago.
It's almost like prehistoric, but yeah. So basically, anything like Mark II was like maybe pre-2017. Everything post that in the UK in garages.
No fire in sight. Well, that's what happens. I mean, again, like the people that are starting fires and stuff like that, they're the crazy ones.
Probably the best way to put it. Which
yep.
In the UK,
where's the violence? It's not there.
Kind of, not a big deal.
They love their country. They don't destroy it. Yeah, of course.
So even if I didn't.
Yeah, never let anybody believe that there's nothing that you can, you know, like we should accept any sort of violence or destruction. There's no reason for that to happen. Everybody should be against that. Why are all them students? Where's real boys? I think that a lot of young men especially feel like they've had their country sold out from them. And that's the reason why a lot of these protests are primarily attended by young men. And that's the reason why young men are becoming increasingly more conservative, is because they're the ones that have been the victims of a lot of these different practices. They're the ones that get more often displaced by illegal alien labor. They're the ones who lose opportunities in schools based off of things like affirmative action. They're the ones that don't get preferential treatment like women do for certain types of opportunities. So you have a group of people that has been systematically had advantages either taken away from them or given to other people. And in the basically, other people have even been given advantages over them, or they have been put at a disadvantage. And I think they're annoyed. They don't like it. Big surprise. Yeah, it's also race rhetoric. It's literally oppression. Yeah, exactly. And I totally support this, by the way. I absolutely do. Sounds like a skill issue. Well, you're going to say that until enough of them get together and then they decide that actually the skill issue is you. And I can guarantee you that's what's going to happen. You can't oppress a group of people constantly and think that you can control them by rhetoric and constantly trying to reframe them as some kind of evil group of people. Because if you do that for long enough, they might in fact agree with you. And that's what I'm afraid of happening. And I think it's going to happen in Europe pretty soon. It's already starting to happen. Especially not young men. Yeah, that's it. It happened in gaming already? Yeah. Are you talking about American men? I think that it is a general sentiment across most Western countries. Among young men. Like, I think it's probably the same in the UK, probably similar, probably in Germany. And also maybe not every country. Like Poland, it seems like that's the case. America, it seems like that's the case. So maybe not every single one of them, but I think that it's definitely weighted in that direction for sure. Politicians make it happen. Yeah, yeah. New nationalist parties are popping up all over Europe. Yeah, definitely. Tell the white guy flipping burgers in Wisconsin that he has white privilege. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, people like this, that will radicalize them against you, 100%. Israel says it has eliminated Iran's new top military commander. Yeah, I already saw this before. Stellar Blade versus a bunch of woke flops. It is really crazy how popular Stellar Blade has been. It is insane how popular it's gone. Equality means inalienable traits are not on your resume. It's so retarded to call them illegal aliens. It's true, a lot of them end up doing crime because without papers, you barely find any job that pays your food. But most of these people make their life without being a problem. Yeah, so they are illegal aliens and they need to go back. That's the thing. Like, I understand your point of view, but they still have to go back. Too bad. I see what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. Do you play any more Stellar Blade? No, I haven't actually. I haven't. I didn't know if I was going to play more of it on stream or not. And let's see if I can figure out the rest of these. Yeah, Cassie was sick, and apparently she's totally fine. But yeah, I think that, you know, a lot of times that's what happens with people. The video of Arnold Schwarzenegger when asked about his view on the illegal immigration, I did. I thought it was, you know, really surprising and also very unfortunate for them. And he was so cool. What is this here?
You know where we are?
This is some other bullshit. Okay, let's see here. I redid the YouTube live page. I mean, I don't know why it's so bad either. It's very, very weird. I'm gonna leave this right here. Oh, I saw that already. Never mind. I thought it was something else.
We'll just take any card.
Kamala Harris won U.S. elections. Bombshell report claims voting machines were tampered with before 2024. Oh my God.
I
it got removed.
Shit, so I don't even know what you can see. But you can see that you got the 6 o'clock.
So if the election results are proven to be rigged in court, what's the potential fallout? Nothing.
Like,
yeah,
I
wow.
don't know how fair I can be.
I knew this happened. Like this, all of this started in 2016. When they started pushing that idea that Trump was in collusion with Russia and Trump wasn't, you know, like that hashtag not my president, that's when it started. And then obviously it happened again in 2020, and now it's happening for the 3rd time. From now on, every election is rigged.
8 of clubs, wasn't it? Wasn't it? The 8 of clubs that you put in there or something? Whatever the card was. What was the card? 8 of clubs, 10 of clubs.
Guys,
Jack of clubs,
he's white.
Like
he doesn't give a fuck about deportation or being deported. He's just worried about making money.
6 of clubs. 6 of clubs. Okay.
That's right, because everybody knows all brown people are illegal aliens.
Obviously, what it was is kind of irrelevant. But you
Go back over here.
It to be the 6 of clubs. So if it wasn't, would you be slightly impressed? That's it. Like that is the entire trick. If it's
what an idiot.
The 6 of clubs, would that be impressive? On the basis that you've all just watched that the entire time. And
so,
I'm
gonna check out you just real quick. That's a white person saying that?
So please just say yes, Scott. That'll be really impressive when it turns out not being the 6 of clubs. Now please go and get a fucking whiskey and stop showing us card trips because no one cares. That'd be great. You have
I just cannot stop eating beef jerky. You know, actually, I can stop eating beef jerky. Do you know when I'm able to stop?
All right, cool. So look,
when I'm out and I don't have any more beef jerky.
It's not the 6 of clubs. But good job.
At that point, I'm finally able to stop eating beef jerky.
There's no 2 cards there or anything. Just so you know, it is purely one. There's no 6 of clubs on the bottom.
I'm almost done, actually. The bag's almost empty.
Right.
So we're getting pretty close.
Now I'm going.
I can't eat that much beef jerky, or when your jaw hurts. Yeah, I used to eat beef jerky so much that like my teeth would bleed, and then I remember whenever I would do that, I would think to myself, I need to eat it faster. That way, it stops hurting me. Yep, this is back whenever I was like, oh man, I'm trying to think. When the fuck was that? Like, this was like, I was like 16 or 15 or something like that. Let's see if I can look at any more of these here. And President Trump has canceled his big announcement today. Yeah, we'll see what happens, right? And let me see if I can pull the rest of these up. And where is this? So Marathon, right, Marathon. Marathon has been delayed. Bungie came out and they finally admitted it. They said, guys, listen, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Marathon development update. This was 20 hours ago. Thank you for not only your passionate feedback around the Marathon reveal and the alpha playtest, but also your patience while we took the time to listen closely and chart our next steps. The alpha test created a, oh, there we go. I'll read the whole thing. I'll read the whole thing. Through every comment and real-time conversation on social media and Discord, your voice has been strong and clear. We've taken this to heart, and we know that we need more time to craft Marathon into the game that truly reflects your passion. After much discussion with our dev team, we've made the decision to delay the September 23rd release. The alpha test created an opportunity for us to calibrate and focus on the game and what will make it uniquely compelling. Survival under pressure, mystery and lore around every corner, raid-like in-game challenges, and Bungie's genre-defining FPS combat. We're using this time to empower the team and create intense, high-stakes experience that a title like Marathon is built around. This means deepening the relationship between developers and the game's most important voices, our players. Over the next few months, we'll continue closed testing to deploy gameplay updates and new key features. So you'll hear from us, and this is upping the survival of the game, doubling down on Marathon Universe, adding more social experiences. Proximity chat. So they are adding proximity chat. That's good to see them do. And you'll hear from us again this fall when we share the progress that we've made along with the game's new release date. Thank you again for your patience and most importantly your passion. Your continued feedback will help us make Marathon the incredible gaming experience that we all know it can be. Well,
I don't even like doing tricks. I don't like doing tricks.
I think this is it.
Like moving cards around.
I think that the game is cooked.
Fluidly as possible.
The problem is that once people make up their mind about a game, it is so incredibly hard to make them change it. Especially a game like this. People didn't like the aesthetics of the game. They didn't like the gameplay. They didn't like the mechanics. Like, they didn't like the fact that they stole the art in the game, too. Like, there is basically no W that this game had. It's not a sprint, sir? Yeah, but it's also not a crawl. And so, I don't really see that. I don't see this going very well. I don't see this delay really making a big change. Now, obviously, I think it's the right decision, but I don't necessarily think that they're going to know or learn what it is. I have no idea why they aren't focus grouping these things. Well, they are, but they're asking the wrong people. That's the problem. So they do focus group, but they do a focus group of a bunch of random people that aren't actually their real players. If you want a focus group, no, Big LTAC? No, I'm telling you, if you want a focus group, the people that are going to be playing this game are a bunch of 12 to 40-year-old men. That's it. That is your core audience. I guarantee you 85 to 90% of your audience for Marathon will be part of that demographic. And they're probably thinking about making it for a wider audience or something else. No. That is your audience. Who the fuck do you think plays survival games? Who the fuck do you think plays Tarkov? Yes, there's girls that play Tarkov. It's true. But it's a minority. We had 7 random in-games journalists and they said it was good. Yeah, 30 plus won't play this garbage. Well, I don't know. I think they will. They focus group an audience, never going to play the games. Yeah, exactly. And they think they actually tried to speak for the people, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Well, I mean, they're going to try. I mean, obviously, that's what it is. Yeah, just look at Stellar Blade, exactly. The mods looked like sex gimps. Yeah, they looked like androgynous sex gimps. It was weird. And who does that? Who wants to do that? And no, I don't have any... I honestly don't have any sort of hope for this game. I think this company is cooked. Whether it's the art theft accusations or... just the gameplay being mediocre, the damage is already done. Yeah, I think it is, and I think that Marathon, and I don't know if this is really the same post that I saw earlier. Something about the Concord thing. Where the fuck did it go? Maybe it was on here. Let me see if I can find it. Trilogia Concord. I predict 2025 will be the final year when the slop flopped and the Guerrillians will be laid off.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really know. I've got two. So I've got my Alienware PC.
There it is,
which
boys.
Is like a pre-built Alienware PC, which is, I don't know, a year and a half old, maybe 2
Trump
years
posted
old.
something about flags. Okay, let's see if I can
What is
find
like
it.
an
What do you say?
40,
Truth Social.
60? Does that sound right? I don't.
It's a great honor. What is this here? North and South Longs. Okay, so
that sounds about right in my head.
there's
like
2 flagpoles up in
My
the
laptop's
U.S.
40 something. My
That's
Alienware
great.
PC's 40 something.
Amazing.
And then this PC
Okay,
I'm
so
on at the
he's
moment
putting
is
2
like
flagpoles up. That's great. Thank you guys. I'm so glad that we caught up on that. I was worried I might miss out on that update. And is that code? I don't know. 2 flags, 2 towers. Oh my God, this means that Bush did it. I don't know, guys. But either way, Marathon, it does seem like
Hang on, I'm opening.
it seems like it is Concord 2. I'm sorry to say. And I don't see how they recover from this. I actually don't. Like, as soon as this happens with one of these games, I feel like there's almost no recovery or nothing that you can do at all. Like, people make up their mind about a game, and then it's bad forever.
But the codec.
That's because they won't? Yeah, exactly, right?
It's fucking cancer.
They should have just done Destiny 3 easy money. That's smart. And again, you missed playing it? Well, I was on vacation at that time, so I wasn't able to, or I would have, okay? So, yeah, No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky? Yeah, I would say something like that. Sure, should have gone free to play with discussing microtransactions and just milk it. Yeah, exactly. That horse is under talk. That's a great horse. And, so Xbox, take a look at this. Announcing that we're building the next generation of Xbox first-party devices and cloud, including our future Xbox consoles, together with AMD.
Tag along. I don't think so. I'm going for this.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories.
Yep.
I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation, to unlock a deeper level of visual quality, and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team.
You can see how they're trying to do. This is what I said they're trying to do. About that, remember I was talking about how they're trying to do cloud gaming?
If you're not going to plug anyone and you're just taking someone
To ensure that Windows is the
This is exactly what I was trying to say.
Yep. The next generation of Xbox
It was
is coming to
obvious.
life, and this is just
So
the beginning.
fucking obvious.
We can't wait to show you what's next.
It's not ready yet? No, not yet, but it's getting ready to be ready. And that's clearly where things are going. And they just confirmed new Xbox with Steam. Yeah, of course they're going to make another Xbox. Absolutely they are. Yeah, and so I did see that earlier. I was glad to see it. And it's a very good thing. And also, well, actually, let me get back. I'll try to get back to see if there's any more of these posts here. The Trump mobile chip. But, yeah. And is there still new Lord of the Rings MMO still being made? Yeah. As far as I know, there is. I don't know if there's anything else really going on with that, but there is supposed to be a Lord of the Rings MMO being made by, what do you call it, by Amazon. I think Amazon is the one making it. So we'll just have to wait to see what happens. But having compatibility with PC game stores offer a stronger value proposition. Yeah, I think it does too, and I think you're going to see even more people that are doing this. I think that's a good thing. And just the more that you're able to So yeah, so they're just gonna let New World die? Well, I mean, I think New World is very much it's kind of like an established entity at this point. So it's not like there's gonna be anything new or anything different or whatever with New World. I feel like it's just kind of, it's kind of already decided. Like it's over pretty much. So I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, it's whole world, exactly. I don't think it's really going to go anywhere, and there's also a good chance that, you know, things could just keep getting worse, too, for the game. Like, let me go back. I'm going to double check and see how that game is doing. New World Eternum. It has... I mean, it just keeps going down, right? This is the big release of the new version of the game, and it's just been declining over time. It's kind of sad. I could see this game going into service in like a year. I put 500 hours in New World when it first came out. Oh, that's it? 500? I put 1,500. I played the fuck out of New World. I played it a lot. I loved it. I thought it was really enjoyable. Like, I don't regret any time that I spent playing the game. But I recognize that a lot of the endgame systems, and also, like, the game was janky. Like, it just kind of felt bad to play. Like, I think their engine was bad in general. And because of that, that's the reason why it's so bad. And so 515 numbers, yeah, the netcode too. Well, that's what I mean, right? It's the netcode that was problematic and everything else was bad too. And I think that's really the reason why it died. And it just didn't really feel good to play. I think that people always put people don't realize how important and how valuable it is for a game to just very simply play well. That's it. And if people can do that, that's a good thing. And if a game doesn't play well, it's going to be a bad game and people just aren't going to stick around with it. It's Lost Ark too. Well, Lost Ark plays well. Like, how is Lost Ark doing, actually? I have no idea.
Fuck me. I mean, I hit 100k. I'm going to be on 101k in 24 hours.
Wow.
Additional supply depots required.
That's brutal. Jesus, what about Throne of Liberty?
Fucking pumping, boys, pumping. Hey, obviously you probably know what you're doing. No, I'll jump on this. I don't mind. Honestly, I'll just
Jesus.
and be on this.
It is not looking good for these games, man.
You know, I'll have my mic muted and just talk.
Trust me, go watch Chrono Odyssey. No, we're going to play that when it comes out. It comes out in 3 days. I'm going to play the fuck out of it. It's going to be great.
Send me
Did you watch Chrono Odyssey walkthrough video? No, I haven't. I haven't watched it. Maybe I should, actually. Where is it? Chrono Odyssey? Yeah, sure.
I don't
Let me
want
see
you
this.
to like fucking type shit out and all that. Like,
Okay. I don't know why I haven't watched this yet.
Not enough minerals.
Here we go.
Not enough minerals.
Chrono Odyssey is an open-world MMO that
This looks
transcends
fucking badass, by the way.
the bounds of space and time. As we step into this vast, dynamic realm,
Is that Africa?
many battles and adventures await at every turn. The fate of this world is yours to make. Cetera is home to a wide array of dungeons, each offering its own unique challenges.
This looks good.
Rally your allies through the party system and embark on grand expeditions that test your teamwork and tactics. To prevail, you must coordinate with your allies and unravel the intricate mechanics of play. Dungeons in Cetera offer more than just combat. You'll also encounter puzzle-driven mechanics that must be solved collectively.
Seems okay.
Beyond mere strength, your success depends on party synergy and quick wit. Each dungeon features distinct themes and environments, teeming with monsters and formidable bosses. As you claim rewards and progress, even greater than.
I think this looks fine. I mean, it doesn't really look like super like next gen. It just looks like a decent MMO. Games like this live and die by two things: their in-game systems and their gameplay. If a game has good in-game systems and it has good gameplay, you will have people that continue to play it.
Await.
Also, community. Well, the community is created by having those good systems. And you can see pretty clearly, like, kind of like what's going on here, right? You've got your archer, obviously. Your guy is